3, 2, 1, we're starting.
Oh, hey.
I forgot we're not in studio more. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to The Ghost in the Machine, a D&D...
Oh,
no. Get out. No.
This is the kind of night it's going to be.
I should have left you dead. What was I saying? Welcome to The Ghost in the Machine, a D&D live stream about memory, identity, magic, and politics. I am your dungeon master. Yeah. Matthew Foreman. We are joined by our usual lovely cast of players. Here they are. They can see you now.
Oh, no.
We are back for episode 28. We had a tremendous week last week. Thank you for all the new people who are coming to the show. Before we get started, we would just have a couple quick announcements. We now have a Discord in place for you. You can find the link to it below. That would be a good place to chat with other people from the community, and we are going to be on it too. So if you'd like to reach out to us and get to know us, we'll be hanging around our Discord here and there. You can answer questions. You can get to know us.
Yeah, and you actually get notified outside of the Twitch stream, and
yes.
so if one of us happens to exit the Twitch app and miss what you say, so yeah, you can go on there.
Good place to communicate, get to know people from the community, our growing community here. And yeah, I'm very excited.
And it's synced with our Twitch, so if you are subbed to our Twitch account and you sync your Twitch account and your Discord accounts together, you will get access to the Twitch subscriber emoji that we have. The little ghosty.
That's very exciting.
I did a thing and I don't know what I've done.
Oh no.
Liz is struggling.
Aren't we all today? Aren't we all?
What was the other announcement?
So Discord.
Yeah.
We have
variant role.
Podcast,
that was the big one. Podcast. We are working hard, mostly Rob. I just drank when I'm not streaming.
I mean, we're all working hard because it's our audio that's being podcasted. So.
Yeah.
There we go.
So we are working hard to bring you a podcast audio-only version of The Ghost of the Machine. Will be available on Spotify, Google Play,
Spotify, Apple eventually.
Yeah.
Most places you get podcasts.
Yeah, pretty much everywhere you get podcasts.
Yep. It should be up and searchable and indexed and all that within the next 24 to 40 hours. Thank you, Meepo, for subscribing. Thank you, Pyromancer, who's just for subscribing. Hey, he doesn't have to subscribe to us. He just does.
Correct.
So yeah,
I need my vote.
Tell your friends. I know that we got a lot of feedback that people were like, if it was in podcast version, I could keep up with it more, and now it is. It will be, and we'll keep uploading all those episodes.
Yeah, so it will be slow.
Yeah.
We'll be doing 1 or 2 of the older ones.
Yeah.
So that we
right
can catch
now,
up.
episode 1 and episode 2 is up there.
Yeah.
This weekend there will be a huge chunk of episodes that will be up there.
Mm-hmm.
If you think you know how to make them better in a sound quality, go to our Discord and let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give us advice.
Any
We have
tips,
a
helpful
feedback
hints,
section on our
everything is
Discord,
good.
so hey.
Yeah. Any feedback you have for the stream, absolutely. We'd love to hear it. There's only so much we know and can do. I guest starred on the Variant Roles channel on their Blades in the Dark on Saturday, and I met the lovely people from Variant Roles. I had known a few of them on Twitter and kind of conversed, and that was it. They finally got me on there, and we just had a really good time. So be sure to check them out and show them some love. Not right now, though. Watch us right now.
Yeah, then go check them out.
When is Variant Roles on next?
Friday?
Yeah, they have a whole lot of things going on. I know they're going to be doing Dungeon of the Mad Mage. That's their next big push. But yeah, I'm not quite sure when they're on next, but they just kind of have this whole really cool community where people just kind of create content collectively, and it's really cool.
Nice.
So love those guys and the folks over there, and it was really cool to have me. Hope to be on there again sometime, and I hope that we can find some way to get one of them on here. So
yeah.
I believe that is all of our pertinent announcements. When we last left the Prism, they had just been through quite an ordeal, if I do say so myself. They had after only returning from the lower planes and defeating the Steward of Gehenna, they found themselves struck by surprise as the once imprisoned and a man on a quest for vengeance, Gallant, chose the Prism and particularly Justice as his next target to gain vengeance for the wrongs and crimes committed against Gallant 10 or 15 years ago, depending on who you ask. He laid a trap, and Justice was slain. The Prism quickly rushed to resurrect Justice, and after a few tearful pleas by Gallant, a few requests for forgiveness, and a few suggestions of vengeance. Glitch conducted the ritual for a return, and Justice was brought back to life. Gallant, shortly after, decided, at least to begin the journey of forgiving Justice, and lowered his weapon. Not only lowered his gun, but threw one of his main magical pistols away. The moment he did that and was about to say the word fine, his body was separated into parts by a magical collar that he had wearing, which was concealed on his person. He was murdered by some unknown force or figure, and the Prism collected themselves and decided that they had gone as far as they could in Mercinia. They didn't want to attend the cocktail party. They didn't want to confront the Cretans, who are just haven't necessarily done anything wrong directly to the Prism, but are people that the Prism doesn't particularly care for. So they decided to go with Morgan to Fort Mountainhall to continue her journey in concerting, performing at concerts. And we pick back up on about a 13-plus hour journey from Mercinia to Fort Mountainhall in the skies of the Gashari Republic on an airship. The Prism. What do you wish to do?
Can I ask a technical question
Yeah.
before we continue forward? Did we want to turn on the overlay?
Oh,
I was going to mention it.
What overlay?
You can't do
The
it midstream.
D&D Beyond overlay.
Oh,
think we
I
can
didn't know.
Get it, yeah.
Okay.
It's alright. Didn't
Our
know.
character sheets are in a link, though.
They
You can
are.
go look at them.
Yeah. You can go and second guess all of our numbers.
So let's see. I unattuned from the clutch of the elder gods. And
Okay.
just carrying it. I backpack Selena. She's got everything. And reattune.
I'm struggling over. You're reattuning.
And I took off the ring of spell storing. I'm gonna see if anyone else wants to carry that. I now am wearing winged boots and got my healing staff back. Well, my healing staff back. Moira's healing staff back. What else did I do? I don't know. I'm probably boring on this trip. Taking a lot of long rests.
Alright.
I will not necessarily attune to that ring, but if there was an end of the day that we had,
You guys had an extended rest.
all right.
So
At the end of that day, clear out some stuff from it and put in a revivify.
Okay. So do you want to take out the tiny hut? So it's protection of good and evil, shield,
out
or
the hut.
tiny hut.
Take out the hut because it's a 3rd level for a 3rd level.
Verify.
So, I asked you this off stream and I can't remember your answer. You use the diamonds after, right? Not when you cast it into the ring. Or
It
you
would
do
be.
use the diamonds when you cast it into the ring.
It would be. You would. I was so clear when I said
You
I.
were, I'm so
whatever.
sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I can't remember now.
Okay.
We'll find out.
Completely forgot.
The diamonds will get used.
Just the
Eventually.
cinema side, yeah.
Yeah, make sure you got your diamonds.
It was ahead of time.
Yeah,
Said
because you
ahead of
cast a
time.
spell, otherwise
Cast
the
a
spell would
into the
fizzle.
ring.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's ahead of time. Yep, perfect.
So,
So are
I
you down
expend
to
300.
One cluster of diamonds then? Because we've used 2 revivifies, right?
We can bookkeep that later.
Oh, I just do you. So you had 3 clusters of diamonds in the necklace to begin with.
So
Right.
we only have enough.
I've
She has
got that
enough.
stuff tracked. We're good. I've got enough diamonds.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm not worried about having enough just
Okay.
for replenishment.
Right.
Yeah.
Justice spends most of the time, at first just kind of laying there meditating because he's hit with multiple levels of exhaustion.
Correct.
But once he can actually kind of amble around and whatnot, he will. I think he could after the first level is removed.
You can, yeah, you can hobble around. I believe you're going to be at about 3 levels of exhaustion now.
Exactly, yeah, because I got the one fixed and now I'm just going
Okay.
I'm just thinking. Oh, that's what I was. I never have it. I never have enough spell slots, so I'm casting Revivify into them for when we need it.
It's a good idea.
Indeed. Is there anything, any scenes anyone would like to create, anything anyone would like to talk to right now? Before I do my thing?
Justice is going to try to, at some point, find Gilly if he can get a moment with her.
Yeah, you can. I imagine.
My Justice.
Hello, Gilly. I did not have the opportunity, once I was resurrected, to say thank you for what you did, what you said. I have fragmented memories of my time in that other place. But one thing I do remember is seeing your face and hearing your voice. I wanted to let you know that I now consider us friends. Before, when we were in Bridgeton and I was talking to Naz, we spoke of friendship. Normally, Warforged do not make friends because the risk of death is so great. One must more compartmentalize. However, I feel now that it would be appropriate. So thank you.
So when you helped me with Brilly, that just a calculated move?
No, I do not believe so. I would be lying if your usefulness to me and my cause did not come into consideration. However, if my people are to be judged by their treatment of others, if I were to let someone innocent, such as your sister, perish, how would that make us any better than the Gish?
She wasn't going to perish, she was just going to become hag, but
They could be considered one and the same.
I suppose depending upon how you look at it.
But, to clarify my response, I would not have risked myself for just any other halfling.
The way you had used Gallant, I was beginning to wonder. That's all the rest of us had ever been to.
I would be lying if I said that that is not how it started. I was merely being paid for a job. However, my time with the three of you has revealed a great many things to me. Prior to this, all I knew was the fellow monks at the monastery and my clutch.
You understand why I had to wonder, though?
I think you would have been foolish not to.
You're always keeping so many secrets. Disappear. You know everything that there is really to know about me, about my family. You've discovered more than I knew about myself with me. And throughout this whole ordeal, I know your goal, but I don't really know you at all. And I don't know if that's because you're holding it back, or if that's because you don't even know yourself.
I have but one want in life.
You can be more than that, Justice.
Until my people are free, I do not believe that is the case.
Why do you play the violin?
To show that I'm different. I'm not simply programmed. One once told me that only someone with a soul can create something beautiful. I can do that. I have a soul. That is why.
You only do it to prove something to somebody else who said something to you. It's probably not even worth the trouble.
That was why at first. But then I found myself drawn to it. I enjoy it. So I continued. And the fact that it made certain disguises more easy to pass at simply was a added side benefit. That was a slight attempt at humor.
Justice, I worry about you. You're so hell-bent on your singular goal, trying to make sure that Warforged have decent lives. I think you're forgetting to live yours.
Once I've ensured Warforged descendancy, then I can live my life.
It doesn't have to all be up to you.
Well,
You're not the only one working towards these goals. And should you die again tomorrow and we can't bring you back, how will your soul rest if the only thing you cared about in life is something that you've unattained?
I imagine that I would not rest well.
So find something else to fill it. I'm not saying don't worry about the Warforged or leave it to everyone else. Because if everybody did that, if nobody took any source of responsibility for anything, then the world would be much worse off than it already is. But you have to find time for yourself. And you have to figure out who you are. Otherwise, all you are is still a tool. You can be more than that. Be more than that. And I walk away.
Both of you take a D8 inspiration.
Ew!
Justice, what items are you currently attuned to?
I am currently attuned to. Let me go to my equipment on the website that we use. I'm currently attuned
Thank
to
you.
the Cowl of Shadows,
Yes.
the Zip-Zap Dagger,
Yes.
and the Docent.
Did you reattune to the Zip-Zack dagger after coming back?
Yeah.
Good question.
Because, like, everything fell off of you and you died. So what did you reattune to as a conscious decision?
Just make a good point.
Those would have been the things, I'm assuming.
Okay.
You would have reattuned to the Zip-Zack dagger? Have you
Man,
learned
that's a
something?
decision.
Perfect. Okay.
God.
Have I learned nothing? I mean, I'm still Justice.
I'm still alive. It's all fine
So-
here.
That's
So
what I said, so that's what we're
to
doing.
recap, to give you guys any kind of backlog time, you guys would have left the afternoon in Mercini, and you'll be arriving in Fort Mountainhall on an overnight, basically about 3 or 4 a.m. So we're now getting into the late part of the night, as we're cresting into midnight. You know, we're getting to the witching hours.
0 hour.
Is there anything anyone would like to do?
So during the trip, I want to pull out Yagner's spellbook and page through it a bit, and see if I can copy out some of the spells.
Oh, yeah.
So you pull out this massive tome that was not made for a creature of your size. Yeah, I know if memory serves, it's huge size. And so you can see it's this kind of red flesh that's been stretched and burned and tanned
Oh,
and
no.
edged into.
Oh
And
no.
you open it, it's just... The flesh thing bothers you, but these pages are beautifully well treated. Like, you know, I don't know what the thread counts on papers are, but this is like 1 million or whatever, you know? And it's just gorgeous stock, like, treated paper.
Papers don't have thread count.
You know what I mean? What's the paper quality thing called?
They're poundage, so it's like
Poundage.
20 pounds.
Call it
Yeah.
canvas, and
Yeah.
then you can say it has a thread
Yeah.
count.
There you go.
There you
The
go.
flesh count.
Yeah,
Oh.
the body count in these papers. The arcane writing and the way he organized his spellbook is quite masterful. This was a creature with probably some innate magical abilities that you guys quashed, but also some advanced mystical understandings. You eventually turn to pages and get past your realm of understanding with circles and phrases and things that you know that perhaps one day you can achieve, but cannot yet.
Definitely stuff in here beyond me.
So you're gonna learn something?
Yeah.
And you identify the wand?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I mean, I think I didn't identify it before. So I will identify that
So
one.
now you know.
I know what it is. I will keep that to myself.
Yep.
So if it's an overnight, we have about 8 hours, so I will learn
You have
3.
You have 13 and a half hours on this ship.
Okay. So I will learn Tensor's Floating Disc at level 1. I will learn Phantasmal Force.
You can also keep it as a surprise if you
Oh, okay. Well, then
That's
I'll do
you,
that.
that's you.
And more at higher levels.
I'm so excited. want
This
to
book
know.
has a lot of spells in it.
I want to know.
Selena.
So I had 2 questions.
Yes.
Well, 3 questions. We'll say 3 questions.
16 questions.
92 questions.
So greater restoration can take away a level of exhaustion.
It can, yeah.
How many days are we out from Alric being completely down?
He died about, or died.
Alric.
He died, yeah. So,
So we're what,
he was
3
tortured.
days?
He should only be about 2 levels of exhaustion, I believe. He's only at about 2 levels of exhaustion. I'll say 1 actually, because yeah.
So the last thing I do before I go to bed that evening will be to cast greater restoration on him.
Okay.
Then remind me, are there special ingredients I need to get to be able to make healing potions?
Yeah, there are. You have to forage them actively.
Okay. Or buy them,
Yep.
obviously.
You'll buy them, yep.
Perfect. And to make a regular healing potion, that's usually about half the cost of a regular.
25 gold for basic, yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Takes, I believe, 2 weeks. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was just like a medicine check for druids because it was.
No, the rules in Xanathar is, I believe, about 2 weeks.
Oh Christ!
You
Never
guys,
mind.
prior to the
Just-
stream, have a cauldron back in Still Tower that expedites that
Yeah, we're
process.
just gonna mail it
Correct.
back.
I'm still carrying it around because we haven't felt safe to mail it back.
It's a
so-
lair item, though. It doesn't work
Yeah.
when you're
Dang.
transferring.
I know, so we're just holding it.
In a bag.
Pretty much.
That's funny.
Because we don't know, we haven't felt safe.
Yeah, I remember
I
that.
I thought
I
you had
it got
sent
mailed
it with
back
the
in
friends
Bridgeton.
to get it back. Yeah, I thought.
Oh,
you
had we asked the friends to do that?
Yeah.
I thought
think
you
we
had,
might have.
asked them to make sure it
Yeah.
gets it.
Use your criminal background feature. Thing.
Perfect. Then
Yeah.
I would have gone and found Sibelius and asked him to identify something for me.
All right.
So hopefully not in the middle of whatever booking you're doing.
You see me paging through a book and writing stuff down into my spell book.
Do you
What do you
have
want?
a moment?
Yes, fine. Make it quick. I'm busy.
Do you remember that compass that Gilly's parents gave me?
Yes.
The fancy one?
Uh-huh.
Could you identify it?
Sure. Give me 10 minutes. And I take it from her and I identify.
All right. This compass is a silver compass of finding. It basically has several divination enchantments on it that whenever you focus on it, usually using about an action, it helps you find your way.
Do you tell me all of that?
It's a compass to help you find your way. Just focus on it for a little bit and it'll point you in what you want. But you have to
Nice.
focus.
Spelling compass wrong?
Compass.
The Q is silent.
So it's the H,
Compass.
and so is the
Okay.
K.
And the
I-
pound sign is
Z.
silent.
I don't think it's a magic
Yeah,
item
might be
on.
silent.
No, it's custom.
Oh, got it.
Yeah,
So you have to focus on it for a minute.
an action.
An action.
Or
6 seconds.
at least an action. Yeah.
Okay. And it will help you find whatever you're looking
Yep.
for.
Yeah.
Okay.
But in your experiences, you do know that it can get a little confused.
Especially if you don't know exactly what you're looking for,
Yeah.
because you're all wishy-washy and human-like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Flesh
What,
bag.
what does my heart want?
Hand it to Justice.
Oh God.
Figure yourself out, boy.
But it doesn't require attunement or anything. Anyone can use it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of Warforged.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And I will go back, cast my Greater Restoration, and then... Yeah.
When you lay your hands on him, he just kind of rests one hand on you. He's like, oh. He's like, oh. You've gotten stronger.
In all the hubbub, I forgot I could do this.
He kind of sits up. Oh. I feel a lot better. I don't want to be a disappointment to anyone.
You could be.
They, well, perhaps this is, maybe when we get together with the whole group, I could talk more about it, but, it's going to take me a while to feel 100%.
Well, absolutely. It's just more of the work I've been doing and where we're going. It will make me feel better if you are at least conscious and can tell me when you're in trouble.
I can move around now the pain's gone. That's nice.
And I'm going to hand him my horn of alarm.
Oh. Oh, better not. Puts it away.
Loch Ness Monster.
Oh.
The scientists are coming.
Sorry, interrupted.
I will literally kill you. Remind me. Do I need to remind anyone?
Sorry, Matt. Sorry.
Gilly dies next. I shouldn't say
Hasn't
that.
she already died? She's
Nope.
blue.
Not yet.
Has not died.
She's blue.
But you're blue. He was dead.
Things are happening at this
Yeah.
table.
I'm not blue actively though.
Yeah.
But
That
we
ring.
know
All
in our
right.
heart of hearts. You're
Mhm.
blue. So I handed him my horn of alarm.
Yeah. Well. So, who are these people? What have you been up to?
Such a good question.
So, where to start? So let's start at the end. Most recently, I picked up a job to accompany Servilius Amastasia,
Oh, that really was him.
the once-time Prince of the Aramir.
Wow.
Yep.
Nothing quite like getting boated around by your liege lord.
Well, he's quite a personality on.
I'm ignoring everything going on over there. And I hate you both.
Still natural to hate those that are better than you.
He was following the sword of his ancestors to a museum display that Indiana would be proud of. And
Yeah.
I'm never gonna be able to keep a straight face on Friday. But to a history museum doesn't seem right, but he was doing it, and they paid me good gold to make sure he got there alive, so I did. And if anything, I'm sure fate pushed me in that direction.
And the halfway.
Gilly O'Shea, from the Glide. O'Shea family holds a pretty sizable piece of land with a hotel on it.
Nice.
Known for their hospitality, they were delightful. Her mothers, one of them is a warrior.
Bailey and O'Shea, yeah.
And you're better with names than I am. I would have butchered it in a heartbeat. And the other is part of the Cerulean Light, or the blue...
I'm gonna let you swim.
Oh man.
I don't take notes. But mages, something magical and powerful.
Sheeto, Briar, Megary.
There was a whole tower I couldn't get into.
The Tranquil Chamber.
The Tranquil Chambers. Perfect.
The quiet chamber place.
She
What's my mother's name?
And she
She wears the cerulean eye. You were, yeah. Your brain was there. But
I guess I'm not going to be the first halfling to say, what's my mother's name?
he was like, no.
Oh, that's first short individual. Sorry.
But
No,
Gilly
you're right.
O'Shea, there is a whole story there that we could fill you in on at some point, but that might be more her story than mine.
At least you stay productive. And the bird boy. What am I trying to say? Bird boy. Oh, you see him look around like he's searching for words.
Justice?
Yeah.
The Warforged?
Yeah.
He was the last of the people to be. Well, I don't know how we were hired, but we were all hired to travel to Sibelius, and then we never left. And we've been doing all sorts of things. I don't know. He's trustworthy in most aspects. Otherwise, the less secrets he knows about me, the better.
Oh. Well, all right then. Well, it's comfortable here.
Yeah, we're on Morgan's ship. Morgan is a pop star that's coming to be since you were under.
Yeah, there's pieces from that time. Some of it it comes, and then other it goes.
Yeah, she's a pop star item. I'm sure she won't mind you knowing her secret that she's a lot more powerful than just a pop star.
Huh. Wow, these are exciting times.
Yeah. She's, you'll learn quickly enough, she's the, Morgan Le Fay. If your
Okay.
history serves you.
Alright.
Maybe a knight of Mab, or a pillar of Mab, something important. Right-hand man. Thing.
Baron. She's the Baroness.
Baron.
Yeah, the Baron Le Fay.
Baron, the Baron, lovely.
Well, these are exciting times. And we're headed to Mountainhall.
Fort Mountainhall, which is infested by vampires.
Oh!
Brimming.
I can stay on the ship, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Hence the horn of alarm, just in case the ship ends up somehow in danger from God knows what. Because there's also some guy named the King who lives underneath the city. And I'll just go into explaining everything that's happened over the last month and a half.
Yeah.
Including
And just watch him go, the fuck is wrong with you people?
Including the part how you shook down the vice examiner for money.
She leaves out that bit.
That was justice.
It wasn't just.
No, you ran
No, I'm
drums.
saying
Oh,
she
she's like,
played-
and justice.
The justice like a crazy person.
that bird guy.
He did a drug run and then he shook people down for money.
Once you're kind of all done, he's like, things were simpler in the war, weren't they?
Until you disappeared, and then it's been an interesting 15 years. This is just my last 2 months.
Yeah. Oh, I should really relearn all my magic.
We'll get you there. You just gotta let me know what you need.
Yeah.
I'm here in the meantime.
Go to bed. There's vampires. Just don't wake me. He rolls over and meditates as an elf does. Just let me die.
So I specifically didn't tell him about your recent roll. That's for another conversation.
Okay, thank you for that edit.
Yeah. So like, we ended up talking about the last 2 months
Sure.
instead of
Pillows.
everything that's important. Everything else that's important.
Yeah. Towards the end of the night, you begin to get sleepy, and it's now beginning to reach the still a few hours before daylight. Is there anything else anyone wishes to do?
That face.
I'm just asking.
I
My
spend
wonderful
the
actor.
entire time preparing spells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a time function to it. Oh, did you calculate
Correct.
the time?
I did
Thank you.
calculate the time.
You're good.
I will wander to the bow of the ship,
Okay.
and I will play the violin at some point.
Okay.
Or I'll attempt to. And I will play the song, I forget the title, the one that Gallant was named after.
The Ballad of Gallant.
The Ballad of Gallant.
The same one that I played.
The role performance.
And I believe I have disadvantage because of my 3 levels of...
You most certainly do, Cupcake.
This is going to sound just like the take on me
What are
thing
you
with the
doing?
recorder.
I'm trying to
Is
play
that-
violin with
With
an
like a
exhausted
broken
That's
hand.
not terrible. Performance?
I can't hold it.
I'm attuned.
Tired.
I mean, I'm proficient, so that's
Picking things up.
11,
Well, quit it.
17.
You know what? You power through. This is one of the tunes you know. You know it well. You studied it for a reason, and yeah. By the way, I broke a little piece of my dice box last week.
Oh no.
I'm really. I'll send it home
Send
with
it
you.
home with me. I'll see if I can
I'm
fix
very
it.
heartbroken.
They will fix it if it's the people I'm thinking of.
It's all right. I'll hot glue it or something.
Dog something.
All right.
Yeah, see what we can do.
And you play a beautiful tune.
Justice, what's your AC?
No, nothing like that.
Like all those dice you're getting out,
Take
though.
102 points of
Is
damage.
this
Your body falls off the side of the airship, and you.
Mrs. It's
She just checked.
Gilly comes to you and starts talking to you, and then she becomes Mrs. Kilgast and runs a knife through
Yeah,
you.
copying Matt Mercer. That's what I do.
100%.
You're all I can think about.
All right. So, you were sitting there playing in the bowels of the ship near the storage compartments and all.
Oh, I was up on top, the bow.
Oh,
the
I thought like bowels.
Bow, yeah.
All right, so the exact opposite then. And you hear a voice. Oh, you seem to know your way around the airships quite well. My memory serves. You hear an accent.
Like in my head, or is it?
It's in your head.
May I ask who's calling?
I would think that I would need no introduction, my little sparrow. Yet, you've forgotten me so quickly. You and I accomplished great things, and you can hear as she speaks. Every so often it stops, and it picks back up again.
Yeah, she's using the... Yep. It's like, oh, yes, you. Sorry. It's been a very eventful number of weeks.
Indeed it has. You have breached the gate of death and come back. A new man, a new thing, a new tool. And it makes me wonder if our causes are still aligned. It's Duplacroix.
Right, time out. Her causes are still on, so she's not knowing that I'm...
You don't know.
Okay. I'd be like... And what causes would those be? Dupla?
Oh, freedom, justice, and equality for all of Marissa's children. You remember the revolution we promised to start together?
I believe that my time in that other place has damaged my memory. There are holes.
Oh. Would you like me to come help you fix them?
I believe that that would be quite dangerous for you.
Dangerous for me? My darling little sparrow, do you mean me harm?
Not particularly, but there are those on this ship with me who would not enjoy seeing you.
And who among them would challenge me? Who among them could do what I've accomplished? You hear kind of a in the distance.
Do I hear that in the distance of my head or the distance in real life?
Roll perception.
Oh!
I'm okay.
I get disadvantage because
You do.
Comedic effect is all.
Nat 20 and a 14 on the dice. So that is sorry for those at home, 16.
There's kind of a big rushing of wind.
Whoa.
It's difficult to know. By the clarity of it, you think the thing, but you're not sure. Either or. Flip a coin.
I'm going to start calmly making my way downstairs, down the ship. I feel like...
Are you going somewhere? I hear the pitter-patter of your gentle feet. Oh, do you have the boots on?
No, but I'm still quite stealthy.
Yeah, but you're not stealthy.
Damn it!
I hear
never
the,
take
I
the
hear
boots
the
off.
I hear the pitter-patter of your little feet. This is my attempt at a French accent,
It's okay.
just so everyone watching.
So it sounds
say-
like your recent row?
Yeah.
Because I
just a
thought that's who
little
he was
bit.
talking to.
That's who I thought too at first, and then I realized he was Dupla. I was like, oh
Yeah, I'm like,
shit.
I know. I'll say, Dupla, you're still quite perceptive.
Indeed.
So what did you have in mind?
No, you have great things to accomplish. Many missions to undergo. I only hoped we could continue to work together.
Dupla, there are a great many holes in my memory. However, I do not believe that all of them were caused by my recent foray into purgatory. Would you happen to know anything about that?
The
Perhaps...
music's changing. Oh no.
Justice, darling little sparrow. You should know that we agreed. I know your memory is jumbled, but I was to help you. Help you in a glorious act of deception. You could stop a most nefarious plot.
Perhaps you could re-educate me on our agreement, since I seem to not remember it.
Oh, no. You've strayed so far from our mission, and now you're playing coy. If you remember correctly, I made you a sleeper agent, so that you could kill Servilius Anastasia should he make a play for the blade.
And why would I care if Servilius Anastasia gains access to his hereditary sword?
You should care a great deal, Justice. If Servilius grabs the blade, I know fully well what he intends to do with it.
And that is?
To destroy the Republic. By whatever means necessary.
And is it not the Republic that keeps my people in bondage?
Yes, but I believe you know that one form of bondage is no different than the other.
Try telling that to the people wearing the manacles.
Have you had a change of heart? When I recently saw you have a conversation with a little-known imp, you had a very different tune to sing.
Trying to think of that conversation.
You literally rebuff the
Oh.
dominion of hell
Oh.
you literally rebuff the dominion of hell for
Yeah.
the dominion of the Gashari.
Oh, more like rebuffed. Basically, I didn't want my people to become the Gishari. The Gish were better than that.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I will say, I believe you misunderstood my intention. I simply do not wish my people to become like the Gish themselves.
Oh, okay. So when they are slave to Sovilius's infernal bargain, that will suit you well?
I am unaware of any bargain.
I don't think he would tell you.
Allow me to process this information. Perhaps I will have a different answer for you once I have spoken to my friend, Sevilius.
I thought you might appear at that cocktail reception. I was waiting for you.
I have been weakened by my recent demise. But I am returning to strength. Do not worry.
Oh, good. I look forward to seeing you at full strength.
Not if I see you first.
Good luck. Alright.
We're in trouble.
So where were you
All
headed?
levels
So
of
you where were you
uncomfortable.
headed?
I was walking down the steps underneath the thing. I guess I will go to Silvilius's room. If I can.
Alrighty. Knock, knock, knock.
Guess what?
Silvilius, it is justice.
Why don't I have popcorn? I always need popcorn.
Yes, come in. I'm busy, so make it quick. I only have a certain amount of time here, and I need to get stuff done.
So you step into the room and you see Sovilius is pouring over a very large and infernal looking tome. And he has a black iron wand that is wreathed in flames.
Looks real good
Wait,
for you,
a black
buddy.
iron...
The wand of Yagna. What'd you think it looked like?
Oh, yeah, but I mean, it's like tucked away.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like sitting out on the
He
table.
just doesn't keep his wand out.
He's
for
got the
everyone
gun
to
out on the
see.
table.
How big is the wand?
It's good size.
Tucked away, huh?
It resizes. It's a magic
does.
item.
Oh, okay. So you're
When
great.
the-
Ooh, wow.
The tome doesn't work like
Resize,
that. Yeah.
okay.
He's just working over this very large infernal looking tome bound in flesh and smells like
Bound
sulfur.
in flesh.
Ooh.
Sevilius.
Looking real
Yes.
good for you.
I see you're feeling better, moving around more.
Yes. Rest has done me well for a creature that does not need sleep. Sevilius, I've had time to reflect. Reflect upon my promises to Mrs. Kilgast.
Mm-hmm. Is she still with you?
No. I denied her when she wished to deepen our bargain in order to set her husband free and loose themselves upon the world.
Definitely a good move. Never make deals with devils and demons, imps, and all of that. Never
Indeed.
has good outcomes.
Sevilius, I fear I must ask,
Mm-hmm.
have you made any arrangements that would interest myself or the rest of the group?
The only arrangements I have made are with Beverly. He helped me out, so I offered to help him out at some point in time.
And was the price taking the life of someone that Beverly required?
Potentially.
Justice talks in the third person now. Sevilius, I was thinking, Duplacroix, the Gaius that she put upon me,
Mm-hmm.
Gaius.
Yeah. And the modified memory and all of the other stuff she did to your brain.
Yes. The trigger was to kill you.
Oh.
If you were to gain possession of the Blade of the Vizier.
That's interesting.
I believe she implied that were you to gain access to this blade, it would spell doom for my people.
I don't understand why it would spell doom for your people. I've never had any ill will against the Warforged. They're as much of a victim as the elves are to the Gish and their republic.
What are your intentions?
I mean, my intentions have always been relatively clear to topple them.
Who?
The Gish. Who else? The oppressors, the ones who hold us down, that make all the rules, that hold their own people down. That make those suffer, that make people like Selena suffer. That genocided my people.
And by what means?
To topple them? I mean, by any means that we can. By helping out, by taking out nobles, by freeing people, by helping the people rise up against their oppressors.
I apologize. My recent experiences must have me being more blunt than usual.
Okay. You're tired still. You need your rest.
Dungeon Master, can I make an insight check to see if he's telling me the truth?
Go and roll insight.
At disadvantage. This is not the time to do this. 8!
I'm telling the truth.
What'd you get?
I got an 8.
You search your feelings and what you believe and want to know to be true, and you're having a hard time. Maybe it's the recent resurrection that beleaguers your mind. But you look at Sevilius and you want to believe him. But there are doubts.
Sevilius, I will leave you, but if you find that there is anything that you wish to tell me, any plans that you might have, I believe that our paths might be aligned in terms of our final goals. What is the term that the humans use? Putting our cards on the table?
I mean, I've put all my cards out on the table. I don't have any other machinations or plans other than to just fix things. I mean, as far as I can tell, our goals are aligned.
Understood.
Unless you're hiding something. But I don't believe you. Guess what
I'll look,
friends.
I'll look down at the leather bound like skin
Leather
wreath.
bound?
Yeah. The
Do I
the
catch
skin-
him, like,
I mean, it
looking
is
at
leather.
Yeah, I'll
It
look
is
down
made
on it.
from skin.
I will say I'm an open book.
Yagnos Tome, his spellbook.
That's
picked
quite
up on
defined.
Yes, it is very nice. Lots and
Enlightening.
lots of spells in it.
You will
It's
learn
delightful.
much.
I hope so.
Playing this game. I'll say, I'm sorry, I must not be feeling myself. I will leave you to your studying.
It's okay. Go get your rest. You've been through quite the trip.
I'm gonna go back to my room.
Right. You guys, as you guys are finishing conversation, you guys.
Oh, no.
I'm asleep.
Do you hear something?
Shattering through the window are the two
God.
massive, large black claws that can just come and swipe at you guys. And accompanying them is a horrific one on you and one on you.
Hold on.
27 to hit you.
You have your
Yeah,
horns of a lamb.
easily.
You take 15. No, yeah, you take 15 points of slashing damage.
God.
26 to hit you. 15 points of slashing damage.
You did it. Okay.
And then I'll say 20 to hit you, Sevilius.
Yes.
Okay. With a bite attack, you take 18 points of piercing damage. You are grappled. And then the thing flies away.
With Sevilis?
Yep.
Do I get an action?
Yep, 30 feet. You're now 30 feet away from the
Misty
ship.
Step.
Okay. So you Misty Step. Go ahead and roll me acrobatics.
Okay. Can I go into Blade Song first or grapple?
Sure. No, those are both bonus actions.
Well, okay, so I don't get a full turn. Just a bonus action.
Well, which one do you want to do? Misty Step is a bonus action.
Got it.
You guys are surprised. That was the initial surprise.
Got it. Okay, so I'll do my bonus action, and then I will do an acrobatics check. Okay, that is a 12.
Alrighty. So you Misty Step, and what little remains left of that portion of the ship from this large bat-like creature that his large extended wings, these claws at the end of them, and even, I believe, like kind of like a wyvern build with these weird claw-like arms hanging down from it, now has you in its teeth, and you land on the what's very much basically a splinter. You land, and you see the mountains beneath you as you guys have now left the and you guys are now entering the Draco Sierra Mountains.
Justice.
Do land.
I was gonna grab him by the back of the shirt.
That was just your bonus action?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then
So I get a regular?
you do get a turn. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was saying. Is
But Misty Step gets you there. You can't Blade Song and Misty Step.
Because they're both bonus actions.
But I can trade down my standard for...
No,
that's
not a
not
thing.
No. That's not how that works.
Okay.
No. You have an action.
All right. In that case, I will...
You can move forward. You have your movement.
I do have my movement, too. I will move forward.
Just jump off. It's fine.
Just jump off.
He's got that.
Okay. Got it. I will move forward, and I will... Actually, you know what? I will cast Fly on myself.
Okay.
That's new. Right?
It is.
Nice.
He's had this scroll for a while now. We picked it up as one of our things
I have.
a while back.
Well, way to downplay that. Fly!
Yeah.
He can fly. He can fly.
Yeah.
So
I
I'll
didn't
fly
fly.
just because, I still feel unsteady, and then I will, move forward and, spin around and draw my sword at it.
Nice.
So we'll say you guys are in the room. This is for, I don't have the interior of the ship.
Tell me that's an ocean and not the void.
It's just the stars. It represents the sky.
We're sailing through the void all of a sudden.
No, it's just the night sky. The night sky. So you cast flying yourself. You could feel this kind of lifting motion.
Mm-hmm.
Justice?
Justice, call the others.
I pull out the Horn of Alarm. The VPN chose this very moment to disconnect, so I can't actually look up the rules for Horn of Alarm, but I'm going to
pick a
blow
creature.
the Horn of Alarm. And I will blow it for...
4 charges. Pick a silent creature within 600 feet.
I pick a creature, or anyone can hear?
A single creature.
Single creature?
One creature.
I guess I will blow it for Gilly then, because she's the first one.
Use an action to blow it.
Yeah.
One creature of your choice can hear the horn's blare, provided they're within 600 feet of the horn and not deafened.
Gilly had just brought 2 mugs of cocoa into the room to have a conversation with Glitch, and she's like, ah! And she just drops them.
And then...
I would say Gilly's room is over here. I would say Gilly's room is realistically kind of over here.
So...
how does this work? Yeah, you're over here, Gilly. That's leaning her on the other side of the ship. That's basically how it works.
That's fun.
So.
That's neat.
And the reason I call her...
Everyone go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Okay.
I don't even know what's happening. You still want to initiative?
Yeah, you'll just not, you're not acting.
Reroll once.
Initiative roll. It's easier that way.
Not bad.
Well, no, I can fall. Pull me off.
As long as you maintain concentration.
That's right.
No.
Just don't get hit.
It's a good thing I have Warcaster.
Just don't get hit.
And I will use my movement if I have a full thing to get further back into the room.
Gilly, what's your turn? Or what's your initiative?
20.
To this?
9.
Justice?
11.
What did you do with your turn, my man? I'm sorry, I was...
Blew the horn, and then I'm going to move further back into the room.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to key point for
Patient defense.
patient defense.
Selena, what was your initiative?
18.
Alright.
Finally a good initiative. I'm on
And you're not actually in the turn order.
the other side of the ship.
You dream restful sleep. You know.
About double-digit initiatives? Yeah, I do, man.
So I would have moved back at least 2 squares.
Oh, sure,
Actually,
yeah.
I
This is
absolutely
not
had
fine.
a dream
okay.
about
That's
people
fine.
exploding after our last game.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
my sisters
no.
both exploded on a stage.
Oh my
Wow,
gosh.
that's terrible.
Wow, this game is really doing things to us.
Yeah, that was the dream I
It's
had
all I can
last
think
Thursday.
I've been having dreams about Chase actually dying.
Wow.
It's been really, really bad. I do not sleep well.
You've done this to us, Matt. Are you proud?
I am.
Mhm.
Well, the reason she doesn't sleep well is when she wakes up, she's disappointed. She looks over at me and puts her hand on my chest. Oh.
So, Selena, you are laying there trying to just sleep and hear this. And a claw
So I
reaches
actually
in.
hear it.
There's a claw reaching for you. Smashed, crashed in through your
oh,
window.
Yeah.
Now
Ah!
reaching for you and Alric.
Oh
Me.
18 to hit you,
Oh yeah, that hits.
Mrs. Alric. So swipes for Alric and misses, and then you take 15 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna bite you. That's a 12 to bite you, to grapple.
Ooh, that misses.
All right, so you're not grappled. You just you get raked in, and you see the the crazed bat-like creature that's.
Okay, since I'm actually in initiative and there are things actually attacking me, how long did I get to rest?
Short.
It's a short rest?
Yeah, you
okay,
didn't finish
then
it
I will
extended.
go back through and do
The only
natural
thing-
recovery for
Okay. Yeah.
the spell slot, the one spell slot I used.
Okay. So that attacks you. Gilly, it's your turn. You hear the horn of alarm.
Right, so I drop the mugs of cocoa and they just look at Glitch. I'm like, someone's in trouble! And I guess I'll cast a 2nd level Armor of Agathis on myself and run in the direction of whatever I heard.
Okay.
And I don't know how far I get if I see anything.
You can. So when you go out into the hallway 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, you get to the cusp, I would say, of Silvelius's door with your move. I would say his door is about, you can get in there with a dash or a move. Well, you can't dash, but next turn you can get in there.
So I'm not in there, I can't see anything yet.
No, you just hear this awful ruckus and this horrible screeching sound as this creature continues to claw and bite at you guys as they're backing into the room. You just hear this.
Okay. Alright, so 2nd level Armor of Agathis and movement. I guess that's my turn, because
Alrighty.
nothing to do with the bonus right now.
Rob, could you move me to the back of the room?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
That about works. So actually, the back room is basically here.
Oh.
These rooms are long; they're not wide.
Ah.
Yeah, just for like simple logistics. Yeah, you're actually.
Okay.
Don't have an interior.
Backs against the wall.
Selena, it's your turn.
Okay, so is it inside the room with us or is it outside the window?
It is occupying a a hole that is now created. It is halfway in the room, half not. 10 feet of it is, 10 feet of it's not.
And is it considered a small or large sized creature?
Large.
Okay. So the reason I ask is because water sphere has to hover over something. It can't just be over nothing.
Yeah.
So.
It can be on half of the room that's left.
But if it flies. So I'm gonna go ahead and dust devil it
Okay. Dust Devil.
and move between, of course, Alric, it
Okay.
in the way.
Okay. Dust Devil is start of turn.
You choose an unoccupied 5-foot cube. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the dust devil must make a strength saving throw. So I've moved us back.
Okay.
The creature makes 1d8 bludgeoning damage if on a failed save and is pushed 10 feet away, which sounds great.
Okay. So you call down a nice little column of wind.
Yeah.
Alrighty. That your turn?
So that was my action. Give me a hot second here. I will then, as a bonus action, I will do a 1st level healing word to myself.
Alrighty.
It's 1d4 plus 4. 2 plus 4 is 6.
Alrighty. Deal 6 points.
Do.
They're all on here. Okay. Justice, it's your turn. This bat-like creature is slamming into your room. His attempt is going to be crawling in here in any second.
Okay, I'm going to use bonus action to cast Hex on the creature. So he's hexed. And then I am going to...
Oh, no, he was 30 feet back. Actually, never mind. 30 feet back. So
Okay.
he's actually 30 feet back, yeah.
Perfect.
So not in the ship yet?
Not that one, no.
Okay.
30 feet back.
Alrighty, so I'm going to...
It's the only one I can see.
Alright, so bonus action on that. And then I am going to use my first action to cast haste on myself.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use the extra action that's granted by that to make an attack, or to attack.
Alright.
Do I get to make the 2, or is it just
Just
one?
one weapon attack
Just a
as
single
per the
attack.
rules of the haste spell.
Perfect, thank you. And I will not have any kind of sneak attack or anything like that, but I'm disadvantaged. I'm going to roll that up on the table. That is a 14 to the attack.
14 to attack. Misses.
Alright, so throw the dagger.
Scrapes off its leathery hide.
It is now hasted. And, with the hex, I will use... I will give it disadvantage... the hex on strength.
Okay. Perfect. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Alrighty. And you have 2 points of exhaustion? How many points of exhaustion
3.
do you have? 3. Yeah. So just mark that.
Yep.
Sevelius, it's your turn.
All right. So to pull out the wand, that's object interaction.
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. So I will first off blade song as my bonus action.
So you attune to the wand?
It's not attunement.
I double checked. It is.
Sure.
Yeah. Does D&D Beyond say something different?
Yes.
Okay.
It says it's an attunement item.
Works for me then.
All right.
The wiki,
Yeah, as far as I can tell.
the SRD is probably out of date. That's fine.
Oh wait, no, it does. It's just
Okay.
by spellcaster, so it doesn't. Okay, so I haven't attuned to the wand then.
Okay.
Yeah, never mind. Oh, that's disappointing. Okay. Oh crap! I prepared the wrong spells then. All right.
Oh no.
In that case,
You do it too.
All right. So I will move up to, or I will fly up to the edge.
Okay.
So bonus action, fly up to the edge, and then I will cast Fire Shield on myself.
Okay, fire shield. You're wreathed in flames, my boy.
Perfect. All right. And that's my turn. And I just take a defensive stance.
Okay.
Oh no.
It's the Glowwing's turn. It's gonna charge straight at you.
Perfect.
You can see it grapples one side of the ship and the other with its massive wingspans. It seems to suck in all of the air. I need Sevelius and Justice to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh no.
Couldn't have been dexterity.
Isn't it a disadvantage?
Doesn't change the result. 11.
All right.
15.
15. Okay, so you take 20 points of thunder damage. You take 10 points of thunder damage. You are stunned until the end of your next turn. You are deafened.
Oh.
As this massive sonic blast releases.
I should have. Fuck, I should have spent my inspiration. Forgot. Damn. Too late.
Domewing's turn. Domewing is going to, stay right where he is. I will say that Alric isn't combat ready, so I'm managing the NPCs, trust me. Alric runs. He runs out of the room. He's like, hobbles away. He's like, I don't have any magic right now. And he just hobbles further into the interior of the ship. You stayed in the room?
Yeah.
Okay. The creature's gonna, I need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Constitution. That is an 11.
You take 20 points of thunder damage and you are stunned.
What does that do?
When you lose your turn, you automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws. Just to the end of your next turn. And you make a concentration saving throw for your spell.
You do that as well?
17.
You're good.
Plus things
Yeah,
that
you're
I
fine.
keep forgetting about.
Yeah, you're good. The Domewing, ends its turn there, and will take your thing from Dust Devil. Is it automatic, or does it make a save? I forgot.
It makes a save. Sorry, I had it up. I had to close it.
It doesn't make it. 1d8 damage, and it's pushed back 10 feet.
Yes, 1d8 bludgeoning. 4 damage, bludgeoning damage, and it's pushed back 10 feet.
You see it get pushed back slightly by this little whirlwind.
Uh,
Gilly, it's your turn. You hear this boom.
Oh no! I'll open the door.
All
That's
right.
an object interaction, right?
Yep.
And I see this chaos, and this thing is now on the ship.
Yep.
So, oh no.
Leaking fluids.
Oh no. I'll try Tasha's hideous laughter on it.
Okay.
I don't have anything clever right now.
That's a 9. So it doesn't have hover. So you see the creature, which is grappled. It falls prone and becomes incapacitated. It's not all the way. So you just see it go and fall.
Oh, thank God.
Yes!
It's gonna take 20d6 damage
Yes! Oh my god, yes.
eventually.
Okay.
Eventually.
I'm like, okay. And, healing word at, healing word 2nd level injustice. Wait, which of you looks more hurt?
You already said it.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm leaking a lot of fluids.
So am I.
Oh, creatures with an intelligence score of 4 or less are not affected, so it just stays there. The spell. Sorry.
Oh.
How much do I heal?
I've healed you 11.
So you tell it a joke and it just.
Okay. Not great. And I'll just, Yep, I'll stay with cover. Can I have cover from the doorway?
Yeah, I'll say
Cool.
you basically pop in, pop out.
Yeah, cover from the doorway. I want to keep eyes on civilians if that's possible.
Yeah, you can peek around. Now
Cool.
if the doors are open. Say those are the double doors.
That's my turn.
It's basically this cube.
I did a thing.
Alrighty, Selena, it's your
It
turn.
almost was amazing.
okay, am I still stunned at this point?
You are, so your turn passes, and that's the whole kit and caboodle for now.
Okay,
But
then
you
I'm
then,
unstunned
but
at
then
the
you are
end.
no longer stunned. Yeah,
Perfect.
there, just to kind of outline the room to help people. 15 by 15.
Got it.
So where Justice is the door, I will say.
So has it busted a hole in all three, a 15-foot hole or a 10-foot?
I would say those. I would say at this point, 15 foot with the sonic wave that damages
Okay.
structures and stuff. Yeah, it would. And that room is looking pretty.
Because I
rough,
would have
too.
like centered myself in the hole to try
Sure.
to keep it from coming
Sure.
in.
That's fine.
Okay.
Alrighty, Selena. So your turn passes, but now you can do your reactions since you're not stunned.
Okay.
Glitch's turn. You see Glitch coming up behind you. He's like trying to put on like some kind of thing. He's like, I wasn't dressed for no fight.
Welcome to my life.
20, 25, 30. He's like, oh, what on earth is that? He will cast a spell. The creature has to save, maybe, hopefully. Hey, natural 1. So he casts a hypnotic pattern, and it goes. You see the creature is just like,
Yes.
and just momentarily flash that flash makes it incapacitated. But I think it can still stand where it's standing. It can still hold on. Okay. Yep. But yeah, it's incapacitated. It has a speed of 0. It is charmed by Glitch. So that's Glitch's turn. He'll step over here. No, he was out of movement. Justice, it's your turn.
Stunned?
Yep.
Wave of lethargy hits me as I failed my saving throw for haste, and so I'm not acting at all. I'm just like
fun times. Isn't D&D fun?
By the way, I rolled my inspiration after I forgot just to see what it would have gotten. It would have given me a +8. Probably would have helped on that.
Doesn't
save.
it just suck to suck so bad? Civilius, it's your turn. This thing is incapacitated by a brief shimmer of hypnotic pattern that flashed behind it.
Okay. I will. I wish I could. I'm not strong. I wouldn't do that. Yeah.
What do you do, Civilius?
Okay, I will take a booming blade on him.
Okay.
And then I will booming blade him again. Actually, oh wait, no, he's incapacitated. Yeah, never mind. Booming blade.
All right.
So first one, 18 on the dice.
Hit.
Plus. So to get this right, 1d8 for booming blade.
Yep.
1d8 for my rapier. 2d6 for my flame.
Yas, queen.
Do I need to tell you the separate damage?
You do not.
Perfect.
Oh, you couldn't have Hex and Haste up, by the way, at the same time. Those are both concentration. So we'll just say you lose your haste, you keep your Hex.
Okay. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
You die once and you forget everything.
Apparently so.
21 points of fire, thunder, piercing damage.
Thank you for parsing those out for me.
It wasn't parsed, it was all together.
Yeah, 21 total, right?
Yeah.
And then roll your second attack. So it's no longer incapacitated.
Another 18 on the dice.
Hit. No longer incapacitated.
23 points of fire, piercing, and thunder damage.
So
And it is wreathed in booming energy.
Yeah, you just... and
Boom.
Booming Blade is not concentration.
It is not.
So it's going to take damage twice if it moves.
Correct.
So it's... A creature a creature cannot be affected by this. Okay, it'll just take one damage once. Alright. That is your turn, Civilius?
It is.
Nice turn. So you just bam, bam, and the thunder. Did you see the incapacitation breaking here to let you go? Oh, yeah, don't hit it. Shit.
Except you don't hear that because you're deaf.
I'm deaf.
Amazing. The deafness now fades. And you hear like a... and you're like, huh?
Whatever.
The tinnitus.
Perfect.
I'm fine, I got this.
Okay, the Gloamwing's turn. It's going to attack you. Oh, it has to see if its weapon returns. No.
Thank God.
Oh man, that could have been bad.
You can see this creature has some reach, but maybe not as you expect. Even though it has these really long claws, it's kind of uses them to perch itself.
Right.
12 to hit you, Civilius,
Yes.
and then 21 to hit you.
Hit. I will take the hit.
Okay, you take 15 points of slashing damage.
He takes 12 points of fire damage.
Look at you, you little scamp. 12?
Uh-huh.
So you take 15, he takes 12. The fire erupts on its flesh. And then its bite attack, 16 to hit.
Miss.
Yeah. So it's just... The Domewing's turn. The Domewing is going to see if it can recharge. You see it. And it moves away. And flies over the other side of the ship. Move in its dash.
Bum, 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 bum.
This
music is pretty hot.
Thank you. 60. So you guys on the thing above you, hear on the thing above you hear.
Oh no.
This is the best.
Where is Morgan?
She's just taking a nap. She's got her sleep shades on, the earplugs.
Gilly's turn. So you hear this landing on the deck above you, and there's something sniffing and howling and screeching.
Can I pull Glitch inside the room with me?
That's a whole grapple and thing.
Okay. Then instead of that, I'll say, Glitch, get in here with me now. and I'll move inside the room, and I will ready Liam's tiny hut. I will allow Selena and Morgan to enter it, and everybody else in it.
Doesn't that take a minute to cast?
Shh.
Yeah, just like 10 rounds.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
If you have it prepared as a spell, you can cast it.
Still observe all the
it's
rules.
It
like
takes
another
1
ritual.
minute to cast
So
it.
it's 11 minutes.
Never mind. I'm so sorry. In my panic.
So you
Sorry,
start to do that and you're like, no, that's a bad idea.
That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. So instead of that, I will.
It's caught us off guard.
So I'll just stay right over here in this doorway.
Okay.
But I will cast. I guess. How hurt does this thing look?
Hurt. Looking rough. Bloody.
15 hit points.
What are you doing?
I'll put 6 charges of the
175
magic
hit.
missile at it.
Alrighty.
So,
8d4 plus 8.
That's
Do you
so
want
hot.
some of the magic missile dice?
Sure, I'll take. Yeah. 3.
I suck so badly. You get just that one d8.
We're normally much more impressive than this.
Me forgetting my 8.
I've
Okay.
made some
Eight,
terrible
sorry.
decisions.
Be sure to, if you're watching tonight, be sure to join our Discord and chide Chase with how bad he is at D&D. Be great.
I'm gonna use 2 concentration spells, and then I'm gonna miss my thing.
Just
Try to use
really
two
good.
bonus actions
Let
in
me
one
math
turn.
over
You're just
here.
role-playing the 3 levels of exhaustion.
Yes, this is my life. I live in a fugue state.
10, 15,
I'm in a bad way.
19,
I probably shouldn't have taken that hit.
19. 19 plus.
I'm gonna pass out. Oh, I laughed too hard.
All of the healing.
27
on the
points of
other
force
side
damage.
Oh, baby.
I love just
So you pull out that wand that you bought from me as Mior, the
Yes,
golden dragon of
I
Cragman
did.
Dew, who one
I
day
did
this stream
that.
will get to meet. And it's you see it like this ball of force start to grow, and, and you think you're gonna lose. And the glowing looks more than rough.
Okay. And then I'm going
So does
to...
Sevilius.
Yeah, I'm going to cast... I'm going to cast a 2nd level healing word on Sevilius.
I made a huge mistake.
Oh no.
As he gets taken away and ripped in half. Did you make your concentration check? For fly or anything?
20,
Thank you.
and then on the
11.
second hit, 17 on the dice.
You heal 11 points.
11.
Warcaster with advantage on con.
Yeah, and you get like a plus int to as Blade Song. Blade Song gives you a plus to your
Oh
int.
god, yes. So I have like a +8.
Hot. Proud team. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
That's
11.
Alrighty.
I don't
Selena, it's your turn. This thing, hey, left you alone. Maybe you
So
can
I'm
get coffee.
dropping the dust devil,
11.
adding haste because now he's somewhere else.
Yeah.
So I will cast haste on myself, and then double movement out the door,
Okay.
whichever direction I think he went, or whichever direction is up.
So you're going through the rooms. Yeah, so you say you would go up effectively east.
So because I
You
heard
would
this
go
thing
east, yeah.
go
So
up.
yeah, so your movement is 60 feet, so you can get to where Glitch and Gilly are with with half of your movement.
Is that on its way to up?
Yeah, do you want to go to the deck?
So I want to, if I'm going past, if that is on the way to the deck, I'm going to go past their room and take a
Okay.
peek.
Okay. 1 second. If that was 30.
Because it's only been like 12 seconds.
So you can pop up
see-
on the deck with your first move.
But do I see Alric in the hallway?
Yeah, he's just holding steady and like hiding in a corner.
Stay here. Give him a kiss on the cheek and like run away.
So you guys just see this green blur go by you, and a big gust of wind follows,
I'm going
and you fly up on up to the deck, and you can see the thing. It
Yep.
seems to be searching and sniffing. This is where you are now.
That's right.
Yeah.
How far am I from him?
You're not far at all.
Okay, then
25
I'm
feet.
going to use my okay. So I'm gonna use my action
Let's say
to
an extra
dash.
Okay.
Then I'll use my extra action to hit him with my scimitar.
Action to cast haste, though, right?
Yes.
So now you have your
So
hasted
action-
action and bonus action left.
And I can't use my bonus action to dash.
No, but you can use your hasted action to dash.
So if I can't hasted action. I don't have a bonus action. I can hit him with something.
Use your hasten action to hide. Lay in wait for him next turn.
Yeah, so I will hide in the stairwell.
Roll stealth. So you move back down here. This is gonna be great. He's never gonna see it coming.
She crits.
Quadruple
crit.
Yeah, it's one of those days. I'm just done with this shit.
This game has been very interesting today.
Alrighty, so it's a 15 plus 6, so it's 21 to hide.
Okay. So you feel like you're successfully hidden. You can see it's using this kind of strange sunken in mouth and face structure to kind of sniff. It doesn't really have nostrils, but it
like
kind
a
of
pug.
produces a sniffing sound anyway.
It's like a bat.
And then, yeah, okay.
Which are the pugs of the bat world.
The pugs of the flying mammal world.
All right, Glitch's turn. Glitch is going to step forward. 10, 15, and just going to make an attack on the thing. He hits. And he'll make a second attack. Hey, he hits! You can see him. He pulls out this icy blue rapier, and he's just like, whoosh, and cuts into the creature and does some damage.
All right.
Yeah, look at 100% there, Sylvilius.
Yep. Could use some help.
And you heal for 7 from Glitch's
Nice.
healing word.
Hey.
Is it made out of people's souls?
Yep.
Oh.
Justice.
Nice.
Your turn.
Oh no!
Oh,
Um,
that's
You haven't told
okay.
anyone someone being a thane of a soul.
I'm going to bonus
I don't know
action
what that is.
to swig healing potion. So 2d4 plus 4. Or 2d4
Yeah.
plus 2.
He was technically he was the Thane of the Hungerlands and the guardian of the baleful soul.
The eternal Hungerlands.
And then I'm going to like kind of clutching my side. I'm going to move forward, and I'm going to try to attack the thing with disadvantage.
You live your life, buddy.
For
You
one more
could
round,
just
and then he will not be living
throw
it
it.
anymore.
Well, I have a reason why I'm getting up there. Miss with the first attack.
Okay.
21.
Hit.
Stunning strike. And I'm going
Okay.
to use my sneak attack damage. So this. So dagger, hex, sneak attack.
Natural 20.
Fuck you, Gloamwing. Why? All right. Well, that was one nat 20 that we didn't get on our bodies. So dagger, electricity,
It's true.
sneak attack, and then hex.
There's no hex.
You said I dropped the haste, and I kept the hex.
No, you spent haste. You never cast hex.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, then I do not have hex. Dice goes back in the box. That would be 9. That's a lot of 3s. 14 plus 18 points of damage.
Hey, 18 points of damage.
So is my bonus, my move, and with the rest of my movement, I guess I'm going to step back to the back of the room.
Provoking? Did you use a
Oh,
different?
no, I'm not. I'm going to stay where I'm at. I
that
forgot literally
work?
everything about the game.
It's been so long since we played, like a whole week.
Well, I play with the best and the brightest. That's all I have to say. So, Vilius,
Okay.
Matthew Mercer, eat your heart out at my players.
Right, yeah. Let's go.
They only wish they were good at us. Booming blade.
Okay.
Bam, bam. That will be... I caught that, you saw that.
I saw that.
20 to hit.
Hit.
Real life decks.
Mm-hmm.
Except for stairs.
Oh, someone's not happy. The over the glasses.
He doesn't pull it off very well.
17 points of damage. Fire, thunder, piercing.
So you stab into it, and it's coming around with a claw, probably try to aim for you, and you can see it's like bleeding this decrepit, coagulated flesh, and it smells horrid, like the stench of death. This is obviously an undead creature. Second attack?
Yeah.
It's on its last leg.
19 on the dice.
Hit.
15 points of fire-piercing thunder.
All right, so with the last, you just stab into it, bring it up with a thunderous boom, and and the creature falls into the night sky towards the Draco Sierra Mountains.
Perfect. I will move my move action to... Did I know the other one, like...
You were deaf, I think. Were you deaf at the time?
No.
I think it ended
Okay.
right before.
So I could have heard it up on the ship.
What's your passive perception?
15.
I would say yes. It's a large
Okay.
creature. Yeah.
In that case, I will step out and then fly up to the top of the deck.
All right, so you fly up to the top of the
Get
deck.
my way.
5, 10, where would you like to land?
Where is it? Like when I come up?
It's on the map. It's right there.
Oh, okay. So it's like above.
No, it's on the deck. Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah,
we're
you
all
guys are below,
So
yeah.
I will come up and I will land.
Here or what? Where would you like to land?
Sure.
Or
Why not?
where?
Perfect. Right there.
5, 10. Okay.
1, 2. So yeah, 15. And then, I'll move 2 squares up towards it.
About there? About there?
Yes.
Doesn't know.
I don't know where you are.
Doming's trying to... You can see it spin into a claw, and then you land on the... or float just above the deck of the ship, and... It's going to see if it gets its recharge back.
Okay.
Did not.
Did you use Ginger as inspiration for this animal?
You leave my dog alone. I'll kill your character again. My dog is beyond reproach.
Clever girl.
11,
Miss.
27.
That will hit,
All right,
and it will take 8 points of fire damage.
you take 15 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Second attack. 25 to hit.
If I match AC, it still hits, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yep, that's another hit. And then he will take another... 14 points of fire damage.
Take 15 points of piercing damage. And that was all 3 of its attack.
Perfect.
So, Gilly, it's your turn. So you guys just see Civilius flying. Flies up. And you can hear a scuffle above board, above deck.
Clokey follows Civilius with me. I get Clokey to take me
Use a
with.
bonus action to summon Clokey.
Yeah. To fly me up to wherever Civilius went, and because I move on Clokey's movement, right?
Yeah.
So I will ready Moonbeam.
Okay, so you cast it and ready it.
Yep.
He's gonna tidal wave it off.
Oh, that would have been funny.
I'm sorry.
Well, you still can.
You still can.
technically.
I just take Civilius with it.
I fly.
Aim it that way.
I can fly, too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those people aren't there. So,
Yeah, they're below deck.
Selena, it's your turn.
Okay, is it possible to tidal wave the thing with it? Because
Yes, you can stand there and do it. Yep.
Okay, so I will run up with my surprise and tidal wave it.
Yeah. Yep. So tidal wave is what save?
Dex, please, 16.
24 total.
Ooh, it still takes... On a successful save, a creature takes half as much damage and is not knocked prone.
4d8 bludgeoning. Go ahead.
And extinguishes 4d8.
It's like a Gushers commercial.
Yeah.
Yep. And now everything's is wet and cannot be set on fire. 5, 6, 7, 14 points of... Or so 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
So in a blur of green, you guys, you had no idea that she was even up, and there's just instantly a tidal wave. The moment that green blur settles, not a tidal wave, tidal wave, yeah, and it washes over the creature.
Did he get disadvantage because he was surprised?
No, unfortunately, that's a whole class feature. Otherwise, yeah.
Okay, then I will run up and stab it with my scimitar.
Alrighty. So hasted action.
Action, hasted action. That is 17 to hit.
Hit.
1d6 plus 3 is 6 points of scimitar damage,
And then...
and then 1 point of psychic damage.
Nice! So, slashes into it. Yeah.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to use 3 charges out of the wand for mass healing word.
Okay.
Because I saw everybody in the room underneath me,
yeah.
and they're within my 60-foot radius.
Does it say you can see?
Oh, that
You
you
can
can see
see,
within
yeah,
range. Then
yeah.
I'll just do it for Sibelius and I, and
Okay.
Gilly if I can see her.
Roll 1d4 plus 4.
One of my healing die.
What's his speed?
Oh, that's just 5. But we both get 5 hit points.
Quite effective.
You have.
That
was,
was my bonus action, my regular action, my hasted action, and some of my movement if someone wants to move me. And I think that's all I've got.
Alrighty. So Clokey basically flies you out to the outside and then flies you over here. He uses the action. Oh no, he can't dash. So he's gonna set you actually about here. Because he can't. He has to use his
That's
action
fine.
to grapple you. And then sets you about there.
Okay. Moonbeam goes off on the thing.
Okay. So it'll save at the
Right.
start of its turn.
Right.
Moonbeam!
Just getting my dice ready. So that was my ready action.
Alright, cool. Assuming you don't set Selena on fire. 5 feet! 5 feet!
Probably. I can't. I mean, is that? Oh, she is there. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't put that on Selena or
Alright.
on Civilius.
Glitch's turn. He's like,
now.
oh, don't run away. Okay, never mind. And he's just gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. 10. And he appears at the top of the deck.
Sorry, Glitch.
Don't quit leaving me. There's undead all around. Where's Morgan?
I don't know.
Justice.
Alrighty, I'm going to, my speed is halved, so I'm going to move towards the door. I have a base speed of 50, so I move 25 feet. And then I'm going to bonus action to dash. That gives me 50 feet.
Alrighty.
Am I up
5,
there
10,
now?
15, 20. Isn't your speed is halved? I'm sorry. How's this working?
Oh, yes, my speed is halved, so I've moved to a total of 50 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20. 50 would put you here because it's 15 and 15 up. So you're here because your Glitch did 60, you did 50, you'd be 10 feet behind Glitch.
Okay, I can't see.
You were, but no, you'd be about here actually because you were a little ahead of Glitch. Yep.
Okay, can I see what's going on then?
Yep. You're on the deck.
Alright, so that was that, and then I'm going to, I guess, just gonna chuck the zip zap dagger at it. since
All right.
I can. Disadvantage on all attacks. That's a 17 and an 18 on the dice.
That'll hit, buddy.
Alright, he is not hexed, so I'm just gonna use these 4. I'm an idiot. So that's 8 plus 4 is 12 plus 4, 16 points of damage. That's the first attack. Mr. Zip Zap is back to me, and then I'm gonna toss my Zip Zap again. So it just, and then I'm gonna underhand throw it at him.
All right.
Yeah, get him.
That is a 16 to attack.
Okay. That hits.
Woo!
Even with 3 points of exhaustion.
Yeah.
I'm like my he's swaying a lot more lethargic, like moving a lot less quickly. 9 more points of damage.
Alrighty, zips that dagger. Zoom, zoom. The Gloamwing cries out as it begins to bleed more profusely of the coagulated blood. It is now rough, bloodied as we were. So, Velis.
Alright, so as my bonus action, I will dig around in my pockets looking for my last healing potion. And I pull
Your
it out.
last
My
one?
last one.
look at Matt and how he does not care.
Sweet nectar.
I get 3.
He does care. He just relishes in it.
Correct.
He cares in the way that we don't think.
You heal 3.
I heal 3. That was not as much as I.
Aren't regular healing potions
2d4 plus 2.
Okay. There you go.
There you
I
go.
heal 5.
You know, this is a game about memory and identity. I'm having this memory
Issue,
where you mocked to
yeah.
me about how many potions you had.
And how you never got hit.
Oh, wow, that's weird.
Yeah.
So that's your bonus action to drink that potion?
Yep.
It's almost like you shouldn't mock the DM or something.
No. I'm
Or
good.
mock him more.
Mock more.
I mean,
and
that's
then
your
I will
funeral.
do Booming Blade as
Alright.
my main action.
Okay.
18 on the dice.
Yeah.
You rolled so many 18s on that die
No.
today.
This is hot
Nice-
after I took it out
Nice
of the box.
way to die.
Yeah, exactly.
He never rolls this well with that die.
I know. I never roll that well.
With the
Period.
guys.
I'm not good at rolling.
Unless you're trying to kill us.
Correct.
So isn't that rapper's name?
15 points of fire piercing thunder.
Alright.
I don't know what you said. Hang on.
Yeah, it's not important.
Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Constitution saving throw.
Not his turn yet.
Oh.
Justice, would you make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh, god damn. Really? Is she here? Really?
I'm keeping this.
Really?
Perception of 18.
And
I
you'll
don't
be-
know anything.
That's God. That could have been a 14. That's a 19, actually. That's 25.
With disadvantage, isn't it?
With this. Oh, sorry. That's 18 with disadvantage.
Alright. Doming's turn.
Constitution saving throw.
Throw.
Sorry.
DC.
No, thank you.
19.
19 total.
Oh, 20. Sorry, that's 20, Matt. 20. 19, 20.
Thank
Well, it'll take 7 points of radiant damage then, since it's saved.
you. 7.
Yeah.
Sure feels like it
14
should fly out of
half
that
to
moonbeam. Or position itself so it's not in the moonbeam. That'd be the smart thing.
It has an intelligence of 2. And
That's why Tasha's hideous laughter didn't work on the other one.
So it's burning down from the moonlight.
Does it look like it's taking
Full
sufficient?
damage.
Okay, full
I
damage.
always describe resistances.
I'm just making sure you got the opportunity because we're all being shits.
Correct.
I'm perfect.
It's still laying into use of this, at least with its first bite, or claw, and then second claw. 12, okay. And then with its bite, it creaks around its very long neck at you. 15 to hit you.
Does it, because I have haste, so 16 AC.
There you go.
Guns down at you. Gilly, it's your turn.
Okay, so what we're doing is keeping the moonbeam on it.
Mhm.
And with the bonus action, I don't know, you're fine, right? I mean,
I'm looking really hurt.
I will cast out a 3rd level healing word. Oh, look at how well I rolled.
Nice.
Just for you. Alright.
I return it in kind when I get healing word.
Yeah.
Never, literally never.
Literally never. So wait.
Level
17.
20 magic initiative.
17 points of healing.
Yeah. Effectively doubled my health
The
again.
last scene in the campaign.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's my bonus
Skirt a real
action.
thin line.
And
It's like you should learn.
No.
The characters could die.
you know what? With my
I'm
action,
unkillable.
with my action,
I'm-
I'll just take one step here,
Yeah.
and I will try Fey Presence on it.
Okay. Can you select what creatures you're charming?
It's a 10-foot cube, so
Yeah.
I can just make sure it's not targeting spells,
Those 4.
right?
Yeah. Wisdom saving throw.
19.
The thing just washes over.
Okay, just checking.
It's immune to charm.
Yep, that makes sense. Well, I tried, and you feel better, and I keep my spell up, so that's my turn.
Selena's turn.
Cloaky's still grappling me.
What are you
so.
doing? Both for me and the viewers at home. What are you doing?
I'm rolling 3 dice.
Okay.
Because I'm going to Eldritch Blast out of one hand, 2 blasts, and I'm
Cool.
going to stab it with the scimitar.
Yeah!
Okay. So
Those
the
blasts are at
Eldritch-
disadvantage, though. You're adjacent to it.
But do
So-
I with spell... what am I doing
Spell
with my life?
Sniper doesn't.
Hold,
never
please.
Yeah,
does
it's
that.
cover, right?
Yeah, that's just the cover thing.
You
can back up.
I'll take disadvantage, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, because if I back up, it gets an attack of opportunity,
Yeah.
right?
So take your first 2 for your...
That's fine. So
Or-
the green ones that I had for the Eldritch Blast, so 6 plus 7 is still 13.
Miss.
And 11 plus 7 is 18. Okay, and so that's a D10. One of these is a D10. 1
Okay.
force. And then I had 6 plus 7 for, which is a miss as well.
But you rolled your scimitar attack normal, right?
Yeah, just
Okay,
the
just
the regular
Just
dice.
checking.
Yeah, just one.
All right, so that's your action, your hasted action.
And then I am not an idiot, just stupid.
what I would
So we're gonna give myself a 2nd level healing word.
Mm-hmm.
And so that will be also
2d4 plus 4. Do you
2d4
stay? You stay where you are? I'm assuming
Yeah,
yes.
I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Glokey's turn. You didn't give him any new direction. He's just
3
gonna
plus
hold you
4
there.
is 7.
I'm in danger.
Glitch's turn. Glitch is gonna move up 5, 10. He's like, oh, I hate the moon. And he just stops there at the precipice of this thing. He's like, He's like, I don't know what to do.
There's another side. There's room right in front of me.
Just jump.
Go ahead and jump.
I mean,
No,
I
don't
haven't
do
looked
that.
at his spells in a long time.
Endlessly.
No.
Yeah.
Well, never ends anything.
Until you hit terminal velocity. And you just
And then you die. You can't breathe.
Wait.
just explode.
So he's gonna skirt around and make 2 rapier attacks. Hits. Oh, that's cocked. Almost a natty 20 miss.
Damn.
So he's just stabbing into this thing with his rapier. He's
No, like this.
He's like, I'm older than you. Justice, it's your turn.
Did I feel that I was being targeted by something when I had to make that
You have
wisdom
no
saving
knowledge
throw?
when you make a saving throw. You don't know that you make saving throws whenever you make them.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
Okay, well then I will continue to do as I'm doing. I'm going to... the thing's looking pretty rough.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to bonus action cast Hex on it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to make 2 attacks. That first one is 13. Misses.
Yep.
Second one is a 25.
25.
Which is
25
nice.
hits.
So, and now...
Get your hex die.
Where'd you go, little Hex dice? There you are!
Have the hex dice. I'm dead! What do you want from me?
Honestly,
I just was looking at it funny. I'm just
you
like,
run a campaign that has all kinds of undead. You should know this.
Yeah,
You guys should metagame.
I should know more. Yeah, exactly. That's 7, and that's 10,
You fought
14,
vampires, I mean.
5 divided by 4. That's 16 points of damage.
Nice.
And that is my turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
This creature's looking really hurt.
Good.
It's this.
Oh, perfect. I will boom and blade, boom and blade.
The cool new
that
song.
yeah, the cool new song. All the cool kids are doing it. That would be where is it? 18 to hit.
Yeah.
All right. 17 points of fire, piercing, thunder.
Okay.
Second attack.
Yep.
That one.
Thank God. Is that your turn?
That will be my turn.
All right. Nomain's turn. You can see this creature is poorly injured and
Save.
looks around. Yeah. Constitution, DC 19. Does not make it. 17.
Yeah. Okay, 15 points of damage. Radiant.
So let's see what would happen. It begins to bear down with its teeth on Sylvia's. It is going to 100% hit you and fly away with your corpse.
Okay.
And you can just see the light continue to coalesce and get stronger. And just burns through its neck.
Nice.
And its head. And its body falls. A sudden calm settles over the ship.
I use the
I will
message. Morgan, are you okay?
There is no response.
I will speak
I
out.
use the message. Alric, are you okay?
But yeah, I'm fine.
Speak out loud. I believe this attack was orchestrated by Dupla Croy. She spoke to me earlier, mentally.
Alaric's okay, but there's no response from Morgan.
We should look.
Roll an intelligence check.
At disadvantage?
Yep.
So I've run away with my haste, and I'm sitting next to Alric in the hallway,
19.
and I let it drop.
Not really Dupla style to use undead.
That's not.
We killed some vampires, and we're headed back to where we killed some vampires.
Sometimes
I think
two
this
things
kind
just
of
happen
makes
at
sense.
Okay. Anyway, well, I said
These are
so.
bat-like undead things, so...
Yeah. Well, I heard the and I thought they were all linked together. That's fun.
It's almost like you did that on purpose.
This is.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
That DM with his
Weird.
layers. Many layers like an onion. I'm gonna go below deck.
You were the one who asked whether or not it was in the sending message or outside the sending message.
I didn't know. You're like, you hear like,
So I'm gonna maintain the fire shield on me and just move around the ship and just check for anything else or look off, see if there's any others. Or I actually still have fly. I
Roll
think.
perception.
Yeah, fly lasts for 10 minutes too, so I'll fly around. I see absolutely nothing with an 8.
So you don't see anything really. You can see the ship is cresting over the Draco Sierra Mountains. You can see Fort Mountainhall is not far off. You can see the Great Titan Gate and the kind of sprawl of the Titan lands and the junction and all those things. The trappings. You guys are maybe I would say you got a pretty good vantage point. So
I think
maybe
we're all clear.
within an hour.
I don't see any
landing
others.
and all considered.
Glitch, there's no answer from Morgan.
I mean, she goes places at night.
Okay.
I mean, do you think she just lays on a couch all day waiting for you lot to come around? She's a busy woman.
Okay, well, so... She might just not be here. Okay.
I can check for her with a little more distance. He casts sending. No response.
I'm sitting in a hallway.
I'm gonna go back down. Yeah.
I dashed
below deck.
back down to the hallway where Alric was, and then let haste go.
I mean, I'm sure she's fine.
I feel like I would know if she was in danger. I think she was just tending to business.
That makes sense. Okay.
That's
Well...
probably why they
Oh.
chose to attack when they did.
Yeah.
Right. So I'll just throw another first level healing word on you.
Alright.
7.
I'll look to you. I'm like, I too am damaged.
Oh, did you follow me down in the hallway?
Yeah. I went
You have
below
to wait for my haste to wear off. So
That's fine.
the
I'll just say it to your dulled corpse when you're winning.
So Alric seems fine. He's like, wow, the excitement sure does just keep rolling on down, don't it?
You don't know the half of it.
That was.
I would really like to get my magic back. That would be great.
Just take your time. When the lethargy wears off, I'll use 2 charges out of the staff to cure wounds him.
Okay. Justice.
Yeah, justice. And that's 2d8 plus 4.
Dos ochos plus cuatro.
He also has 3 levels of exhaustion.
Yeah, 4 plus 4 is 8.
Thank you.
What's that matter?
I feel
And
feel much better.
talk to me before the end of the night, or before I go back to sleep, and we'll see if we can help you with the exhaustion I've been told comes back from dying.
I am not feeling 100%. In fact, I would
Because
say
I'm
I'm
assuming
feeling.
that Alric would have told me. If I didn't already know.
You know, your mystical knowledge is equivalent of 5th level spells. You understand that much now. Reincarnate should say as much, so you would know that.
I'm feeling roughly 60%.
Yeah, let's make sure we're safe, and then before we sleep again, I will help you with some of that. 2 for 1 tonight.
So that you can see the airship is now kind of like... It's not crashing, but it's flying very awkwardly because it has 2 huge holes in the side of it.
Oh, okay.
I don't have mending.
Yeah, this is a bit beyond a cantrip.
Yeah.
At Greater Restoration, I can try another ship.
Are there unseen servants to take care of this sorts of thing? Butch, what do we do about this?
Those servants they're not carpenters. We didn't end up doing that.
Right, okay.
Are we in any danger?
Oh.
Get out of here!
Stabs you.
Out the door, out the hole.
Yeah, thunder waves.
Push, yeah. Ooh, well, that's not great. Okay.
Well, Sylvius, looks like you're bunking with us tonight.
Yep, I will run back down to my room.
We should be landing soon.
Oh, this'll get interesting.
Okay.
That's the reaction that Alexis gives me when I say that. It's so good. She's like, okay.
Is the book still there? Okay.
It didn't go flying or anything.
Okay, I didn't know what the giant hole in the side of it.
No, a lot of things went flying. The book is heavy enough.
Is everything? I didn't lose like any.
You didn't lose anything important, but like all the ink and stuff.
Yeah,
it's just
oh my
all
god,
gone.
that's a precious resource.
Yeah, like all the common junk that was in that room is just gone.
Okay, I got a pack of the book. I will. How was I even carrying this thing on me then? Because
it's not. It's not super. It's not 90 pounds. It's the equivalent for him, like a handbook. So it's like it's like an old-fashioned book.
Got it.
About I would say
400 pounds.
9,000 metric tons.
Okay. Well, I'll have the ship. Can you store this in the bag of holding? I can't lug this thing around everywhere, and I don't want.
It's in the bag.
Perfect. Thank you. And
It's in the bag.
I do have. I have a little gift for you, too.
Oh.
Might be a little bit more potent than your wand of magic missile.
Oh.
So I hand you Yagnar's wand. It is
huge. What does this do?
fireballs.
This thing is like the size of me.
It will shoot fireball instead of magic missiles.
Oh. Oh boy.
Have fun with that. Don't hit me.
And you have to attune to it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not happening. Put it in the
I love
bag.
that everyone's just like,
Oh, I thought you were attuned to the wand.
not 2
Or
minutes.
is
Nope.
that one not a full
Nope.
attunement? Oh,
No,
okay.
it does not shoot fireballs.
Got it. Alright, well, it goes in the bag then.
Maybe I want to
thought it was
cast
upgrade.
magic.
Oh, no.
Kidding.
I don't have attunement for this.
It's like attunement
Fire
potato.
seems really unmanageable and unwieldy.
Neither do I.
Doesn't seem quite my speed.
Oh god.
I'm sure
We
that
need,
we'll
like,
come into
6
some
more
sort of
attunements.
situation where it'll be really handy,
Bio.
though.
Correct.
Maybe.
I'm regretting giving you any attunement slots or any magic. I
I'm
hate
not
you all
complaining.
deeply.
You're just giving us all these better items, and we're just like, no, my common magic item that I found at level 1. I can't let go.
I don't have common magic items though. Like I have 2 rares.
Yes, you are all very spoiled. I understand.
By a daddy who loves us.
Correct. Okay, guys.
And kills
Thanks,
us.
So we are gonna. So narratively, as the ship crests over towards the air spire of Fort Mountainhall, which I believe I'll have to check my notes. I believe is either the same as the Waygate or is it's different. I'll check. I'm gonna check my notes. As you guys crest over to the air spire of Fort Mountainhall, the city beneath the mountain, you hear a kind of as Morgan appears in the ship. She's like, "Oh dear," and we're gonna go to break.
Nice.
Thank you, folks, who are tuning in. We see you. We love you. Thank you, Meepo and Pyromancer, for subscribing. Thank you. I'll just go over some of the recent people who followed: Lunar Hawk, Axel Hellfire, Spendro, Livermillion, Alex Bees, Vampire 999, who was quite funny in chat, Naked Bacon, Kemptis, Torton. Thank you to those recent followers. Since we never called you out, so. We will be back in 15 minutes or so. We are back! The party has just fended off some gloamwings, undead servitors, bestial creatures of unlife. And they are preparing to arrive here, winding down the last hour to Fort Mountainhall, returning yet again to see what this lovely city has in store for them. Morgan appears on the ship. And you can hear her. You guys are all kind of just in your rooms, different rooms, and you kind of hear her voice echo. She's like, "What on earth happened here?" to your rooms, all of you.
Oh, Morgan, I'm glad you're okay.
Of course, I'm absolutely singular. What happened?
I figured you were, but I can't help but worry.
Sevilius, were you trying to invent a new spell or something?
No, we were attacked. Where were you?
Excuse me?
Your ship was attacked while you were away.
You're all alive, aren't you?
We are. We defended for ourselves, and Glitch was here too and helped
Did
out.
you want me to stay on the ship around you all times? Hover?
Not
Serve
necessarily.
you like some kind of obedient hound?
You should know what's going on with your ship.
I do.
So I didn't
Apparently not.
I just moved from the hallway and stood downstairs.
She's like, I had Glitch here to defend you. Not that he needs to. You're a big boy, Sevilius. You've been alive a long time.
Mm-hmm. I have.
Can't fend for yourself, then.
Oh, I thoroughly offended for myself.
You can go back home.
With a little help from your
He's so
friends.
sassy right now.
He really is. Extremely sassy.
What were you attacked by?
Oh,
Some
come
sort
on.
of weird bat-like undead things. Which, it's par for the course, I think, right? It's not too big of a stretch. We killed some vampires and upset whatever chain that they had going on in Fort Mountainhall. We're headed back to Fort Mountainhall. Get attacked by undead bat things. I mean,
Right.
I'm not great at putting pieces together. But that one seems to fit to me.
Right. Well, I suppose we'll have to get some repairs while we're there.
What if there's no Fort Mountainhall left? It's just bats. Bats and vampires.
I mean,
Ribbing.
that wouldn't serve the bats or vampires at all, would it?
You open up the Titan gate and it's just vampire.
Vampires all the way down.
Stuffed into the top.
We come in like the
Just toss
mountains,
Mr.
just
Bones
bats.
into the vampires. We're like,
Almost like
well,
all
we
the
tried.
vampires in the
Yep,
band.
good luck.
Cylinder of bats, just.
Well, we'll have to get repairs, like I said.
But we're all okay. That's the important part.
Yeah, I guess. I
Sorry that
suppose.
your ship is damaged.
Yes, I care about that more.
If the group, most of the group, because she said she didn't come back up.
No, I didn't come back up. I'm sitting in a hallway
I'll
without
say,
her.
I must warn you, prior to the bats, the creatures attacking, Duplacroix spoke to me in my mind. I was up on the deck of the ship. She seemed to be aware of my movements, and then shortly thereafter we were attacked.
That is all sorts of unsettling.
The bats, or the creatures, do not seem to be her speed. I do not remember her using undead before, but the attack simply could have been a coincidence. However, I generally do not believe in coincidence.
I don't know.
But I thought you should know she was aware of my presence, aware of my recent demise in return. I do not know how she has tabs.
Do you think you could do the...
I can, but not right now.
Okay.
I could definitely try it tomorrow, though.
Yeah.
For the time being, I think I may attune to the ring of mind shielding. That could be useful.
You had a ring of mind shielding, huh?
Yes, you can only attune to so many magic items. That's one of the curses of this world. And the other one seemed more
I
useful.
feel it every day. I've been doing my research to try to figure out some way around it, but all dead ends.
I heard legend that some of the artificers of the Far Lands could, but who knows?
No.
But-
their ways are lost to us.
By Farlands, do you mean the Gish?
Yeah, sure.
We're all artificers?
Yeah, like, look
It's
how
how
far it
you
is. Look at this
exist.
beautifully detailed map and how far away Gishari is. Or the
This
Gish,
is
or
Gishari.
Yeah, you mean the Gish,
This is Gishari.
capital, the
Billion
capital.
miles.
Yeah,
The capital.
you met an artificer, literally an artificer, in Fort Mountainhall.
So far away.
Like in the Farlands of the
Look
city.
how far, like, that's gotta be at least
Secrets
one
lost to
Your
time
docent
immemorial.
was given to you by a Warforged artificer.
Yeah, whatever. You
You're
know,
the
like,
worst
these
player who has ever
things-
And you actually take notes. That's the worst part.
You know, I'm playing with 3 exhaustion right now.
Yeah.
Farlands, far away, Droska.
And also your character is exhausted.
Technology long lost history.
Yeah. We shall never see it again.
He has so many holes
but-
in his memory.
The long lost Warforged.
Indeed. So So I
I
believe that
the-
I will, at least temporarily, reattune to the ring of mind shielding. I do not know if that will help, but at least it will keep her from intruding on my thoughts.
Sure will keep you more enigmatic, too.
Well, alright, this conversation stopped being about anything I care about, so I'm gonna go. She walks away. Morgan walks away.
Goodbye, sister. Have a good night.
Love you, darling!
Love you, too.
How's she dressed right now?
Yeah, how is she dressed?
She is dressed immaculately. How Morgan always
I'm
dresses.
picturing, like, she comes back and she's, like, in an all-black stealth suit. You know? Like
a cat suit.
harnesses on and stuff.
working.
Goggles.
No.
And you're like...
No, even if Morgan were going to do something like that, she would just dress like herself.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, she's wearing her, star robe evening gown, whatever it might be. She's dressed immaculate as always.
Was your evening as exciting as ours?
She's already left.
Message.
She counterspells.
Never mind.
I can't see.
I was about to say she can't see it, but I was like, well, whatever.
She can
it's
see you
Morgan.
wherever you are.
Yeah.
Counterspell.
She counterspells.
She has multiple reactions. She breaks all the laws of magic.
Her
in
legendary
this world.
actions kick in.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back below
Hilarious.
deck, and I'm going to take an hour to take a short rest, unattuned to the Callous Shadows, and attuned to the Ring of My Shield.
Alrighty. So the ship is kind of easing in. You guys are in the last little 45 minutes or so here. Anything anyone wishes to do?
I'm gonna find a room that's not damaged.
Right.
It doesn't have other people in it, if there is one.
I would say yeah, because the usual riffraff didn't come with her, so there's some empty rooms.
Oh,
Okay.
well then I go to one of those.
But she's like, no, don't be silly. You should stay in the suite with us. Fine. I'm just kidding. Go.
You'll have your own
He
room.
shoos you away.
I find the best one out of all the rooms, and I check every room.
You're in there for the next 45 minutes. You don't even get settled as you, take out a little elvish measuring tape. You're like,
Might be Carwin's.
this one's a 1/4 inch larger than all the rest. That's the one you pick.
Perfect.
One has, a rosewood finish, but it's more last season. And so you have one of the unseen servants kind of take the best furniture and put it in the largest room, and you spend the next 45 minutes reorganizing.
Excellent. And then I will take my 4 hours of meditation that I need.
Well, we'll see.
Okay, if I
just,
can.
you just have about 45 minutes before we get to Mountainhall.
Oh, okay.
We're docking, and you all are docking and stuff now, and then they got to do the whole thing.
That sounds like
Can
hella
I
fun.
take a short rest?
You can take a short rest, not
And
an
then
extended
I will
rest.
use hit die to take a short rest.
Yep.
I will also use hit die because I might need to.
During the short rest, Gilly?
Oh, my 10 hit points will go away.
Or
I'll
tip-
take my short rest. I spend no hit dice. I'm fine.
Huh.
But I will.
Means I did my job.
Correct.
Oh, man.
So, Glitch.
Yes, Gilly?
So before we get into Mountainhall, I'm just waiting for you to.
Yes,
Finish
he's
your DM
listening.
things.
No,
Sorry.
I'm listening.
Okay. Before we get into Fort Mountainhall, just, since we go apparently forth into a lair of vampires that want us all dead. Or worse. I guess there's worse things than dead. Yeah. Yeah. How you doing?
I am doing well. I'm a little, I wouldn't say shaken, but I'm a little perturbed that the undead were so brazen to attack us. I mean, we were within an hour or so of the city, but reminds me a bit of home, the way the undead behave. It's very common to be undead in my Thane, in the Hungerlands. In fact, it's almost all entirely composed of undead or near dead. So those things are, those gloamwings as we call them, they take different shapes and forms throughout the multiverse. That's apparently your brand down here. But, yeah. I don't know. Seeing undead, anytime I see undead in the way they are in this plane, just reminds me of home.
And you said that bothers you? That they get so brazen and all that?
I would say it's not the brazenness that bothers me. It's the brazenness reminds me of the way the world is. And I don't know. I think I'm having trouble. For once in my long life, I'm at a loss for words. Well, not all. Well, they're not all like that. Not every undead is a monstrosity. Maybe we are. I don't know.
We?
Not we, per se, but them. Did you have something you wanted to ask me about?
Was he being dodgy with that bit?
No, he just... We'll go ahead and roll insight.
This isn't gonna go well. But I'll roll it. Okay.
-3?
Actually, I was trained.
Oh, you
so
were.
It's still a +1. So 17.
Okay. You don't think he's obviously not undead in his current form, but in the outside of the arresting light, in the other planes, there's probably some blurred lines. Fine line between demon and undead in some parts of the world, in some parts of the multiverse. Very. Yeah. Demon princes and all the like, they can be both demons and undead.
The best of both worlds.
Just keeps getting better, doesn't it? Okay. It just all keeps coming. So, we didn't have a whole lot of time to talk before I left for Gehenna.
Yeah.
And then after we got back from Gehenna, because
life keeps happening and we can't stop it.
Well, correct. And life almost wasn't continuing to happen for Justice, so that all kind of happened and whatever, but you've been around a long time, you told me.
Yeah.
Last week, really had a chat. And I was just wondering, because he told me he was at like 1,000.
At least.
So you were around before the arrest.
Yeah.
Did you have any experience in the land of cold and ending before
No.
all that?
No.
What do you know about it from before?
King Vorian ruled it. He was kind of a dick. I don't really ask questions. I was reincarnated after the arresting light, but I was alive before it.
You say he was kind of a dick?
Yeah.
How so? I mean, just all things in
Oh, I don't ask questions. He just was.
He just was because Morgan and Mab said he was, or?
Yep.
Right. Okay.
So, what did you make of Gehenna and the like? Things that were like me.
Well, we got attacked a bit. So that wasn't great.
Okay.
We killed some Yugoloth. Them or us, Feel weird about it. I hadn't really thought of... about demons as anything other than demons before. I don't know. Now, knowing what you are, I'm trying not to take anything that I've held for granted. If that makes sense. I don't know.
Do you think it's possible for a creature to be born evil?
I don't know anymore. Any of it.
Do you think?
I don't know what, because if that's the case, then was I?
Not all Fae are evil.
I'm from the land of cold and ending Fae. Aren't those? Especially now that the lines are less blurred than they used to be before the arresting light.
Well, you're evil, then I'm evil too.
Feel evil.
He just smiles. I wish I could say the same.
You feel evil.
Do you think I'm evil?
I don't think I know you well enough to say. I also don't know how much of your actions are yours and how much of them are Morgan's. And I think that has a lot to do with it.
I was created by her. My soul was reincarnated to serve her. That is true.
What were you like before? Before Morgan? Were your actions your own then?
I was a man, much like I am now, in a world where that is different from this one, but similar. I don't know. I think I mostly drank and sang and served. There's a lot of choices back then.
Doesn't seem like there's a lot of choices for you now either.
Is that what you think?
Hmm?
Is that what you think?
I'm not sure. Well, how much choice is there in it for you now?
I feel like my choices are my own. I go where I want. I sleep with who I want to sleep with. I learn what I want to learn. I mean, I have a Morgan who I protect, but I protect her because I care about her. Same as I protect you because I care about you. And the same, I wouldn't protect your friends if they weren't your friends. I don't care about them. But, I mean, just because I'm able to choose, I don't know. You really don't know much about me. Do you want to know?
Yeah. Should I not want to know? I mean, I'm pretty well versed at this point at knowing things hurting me, so that's apparently life. Do you not want me to know?
I don't want to lose you. And I'm afraid if I tell you the truth that you won't be around anymore.
Well, why don't we see how... Why don't we see how the rest of this night goes and ask me again?
Points to the sun as it comes across them.
Oh, well.
Sun rises in the east. as it comes across the eastern side of the
In that
Draco
case.
Sierra Mountains there. And he's like, more than that.
Yeah, never mind. I been harder to keep track of that since I don't sleep now.
There's a rustle. I think we can start onboarding.
Okay.
And it is early in the morning when you arrive at Fort Mountainhall.
Into the Viper's Nest.
What do you all wish to do?
I will, I guess, be packed. And I will try to meet the group whenever they gather for breakfast. And then, if we're all sitting together,
Yeah,
No.
if we're doing breakfast on the ship before going down,
Sure.
I will support Alric to whatever breakfast is like.
Okay. So Alric will come on the deck where you guys often have brunch on the deck of the ship. Sun is creeping up over the Draco Sierras, and you guys all sit around. Alric kind of comes up last with Selena as you guys all settle in. Morgan's not at breakfast yet, but she will be soon, you imagine. And Alric sits down. Oh, well, I don't suppose we have all been formally introduced. I'm Alric. And he shakes your hands like Miss O'Shea, Sevelia. Yes.
Nice to formally meet you.
does he?
He stares at you for a moment. It's nice to formally meet you too, Miss O'Shea. Is that a little cat who killed me, old me, still around?
She is no longer with us. I sent her away.
All right, Selena mentioned that.
She did vow vengeance upon me, so I imagine that we will see her again.
Oh.
That's two of us.
That happened a lot to you?
Apparently so. In my line of work, you make enemies.
Oh.
Well, the way you do it.
I don't know if I said this or not. Can't remember much over the past few days. Thank you all for rescuing me.
You are quite welcome.
I'm glad you're okay.
Yes.
Well, okay,
All things considered.
relatively.
I don't remember everything. There are fragments. But, thought we'd all get together and before we go into... I know that Mercinia's behind us, and perhaps maybe I shouldn't even bring all this up now, but it's been eating away at me, so I thought I'd tell y'all. I'm not... When I got kidnapped, okay, it's not the first time someone tried to kidnap me, okay? The war, Selena and I fended off a number of assailants. That was like, steal the medic. Who cares? That was always standard procedure. The stronger I got, though, the more concerned I got with someone being able to take my abilities and force me to do evil. So I decided to put a number of protections on myself that if anything terrible were ever to happen to me, that I would lose fragments of myself. I'd be scattered into the wind, all my knowledge. Fortunately, now that I'm getting more of my memories back, they did anticipate this. But I'm a bit clever, and I was able to add in a contingency. But I don't know how it all got jumbled up. And I don't know what it all means. But my magic, yeah, I can feel it coming back. It ain't coming on strong like I used to. I hope that I can still help with whatever journeys and adventures and plans y'all have for me. But, I think they took parts of me that I won't ever get back. I'm sorry at the disappointment, any of you.
It's only a disappointment to me insofar as I wish that you could be home for yourself.
I don't know. So we'll see how what the next few weeks bring. It's coming back. I can feel it coming back.
Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't know if I'll be what I once was.
I too know the frustration and feeling of loss, having parts of yourself be missing or incomplete. I offer my words of support.
Thank you. Well, that's about it. I just wanted to get that off my chest. I didn't want push to come to shove and not be able to man up.
I would not worry about that. Especially...
And everyone else making sure they're nice.
He's of no use to us.
in my experience, that phrase has never done anyone in. So just don't worry about it.
Alright.
Just get better. And take it one step at a time.
I think I'll mostly be staying on the ship.
It's probably for the best. Although...
Morgan comes up. Such dour expressions over such a lovely breakfast. She sits at the head of the table. She gives Alric a little nod. Gives Selena a nod. What were we talking about?
Alric's recovery.
Bygones being bygones, and I fill his plate with whatever his favorites were.
Okay. She says, coming along nicely, Alric? He goes, I've been better. I hope to mend in time. Good. Will he be staying on the ship?
As long as it's the safest place.
Where I'll be staying. And Glitch.
Is that alright with you?
Of course, yes. I will make sure he stays safe. Best I can. I shouldn't have to tend to business for another few nights or so. Just be here. And anywhere we go, if we venture down to the riffraff or take a trip or whatever, we'll take him with. As long as it's safe. Good. Good luck today and the next few days.
Mm-hmm.
Concert.
That's
Concert.
my question.
The concert will be in the amphitheater that's actually in the Titanlands. Just west. And she points to a pretty large stone structure that you can see just in the distance. It'll be...
What else is out there besides the amphitheater?
The theater's in
The Count of the Titanlands, a couple cities, things like that.
And
Remind me what we're doing in Fort Mountainhall again?
the concert.
No, but why we're in this city and not where the amphitheater is with the other city.
So it's like a suburb. It's technically still Fort Mountainhall because there's a lot of farms between here and the Titanlands are the region just outside Fort Mountainhall.
Okay, but so there's no place to stay over there. There's
nowhere where Morgan wants to be.
Got it.
Yeah.
And okay.
Yeah, when you come to Chicago, you don't
Yeah.
Stay in Naperville.
Naperville.
Yeah.
Where you stay in
I mean,
Elbert.
I do, but you know.
Yes.
Best place.
So there's a suburb area of Fort Mountain.
Yeah, it's part of the rest region. It's,
And
if we
could
wanted
you-
to ping on our delicate little map here.
Cool.
So it would be roughly this region.
Okay.
It's like a 20-minute boat ride out there.
But yeah, definitely.
Perfect.
And what did you say the name of the amphitheater was?
She just called it the Stone Amphitheater.
Stone
You
Amphitheater.
gather that's probably not its proper name. It's literally a stone structure.
Do we remember the nice place to stay in town? I know we stayed at the
The Flatulent Onkeg, I believe, is the nice place in town.
We stayed at the Flatulent Onkeg. The nicer place would have been... Oh, where did I have these things written down?
First one to guess gets to live. Oh god.
Oh god. The Gilded Columns? No. That was the Halcyon Commons.
Those are
regions.
The Nestled Narrows.
Those are
The
all
Tinkling
regions.
Tinkerer is the place where we did stay.
correct.
That was in the Steamstruck Halls. And that was like the mid-tier
Yeah.
that we were told.
Yep, that's where you guys stayed.
Which is where we stayed.
There was a
But we
nicer
were
place
told
in
a nicer
town.
place.
In the Gilded Commons, I
Right.
believe, that I don't remember the name of. You have that smirk like you remember, you just don't want to tell us.
I don't remember. I'm trying to think of it.
It's not the
I remember
Noxious
the-
Rose,
I
for
remember
sure.
the Tinkling
No.
Tinker, and I remember the Flatulent Onkeg.
Yes, because those had the
I also
best-
remember the bar.
It's not in Shadeville.
Well, not the bar.
the
but
Flamingo.
The Flamingo.
Yeah. I mean, can't we just say the Flamingo again?
Could stay in that district. Yeah, I don't have it written down.
Yeah, I don't think I do
The
either.
Tinkling Tinker is where you guys stayed.
It is.
That seemed safe enough to us the last time.
Mhm.
We could stay there again. That would be probably farthest from, well, a second
The
farthest.
Golden
from-
Stout Man. That's the upscale one.
There it
The
is.
Golden Stout Man. Notes.
I knew it was a guy of some kind.
Golden Stout Man.
Because I'm assuming that's where Morgan would like to stay if she's not on her ship.
That's where she would stay.
The Golden Stout Man.
I mean, that's
The
really
Air
shit.
Spire.
Is in-
The Air Spire you guys are on is called Stormcatch. By
What region? What district is that in? The Golden Stout Man.
I
The
believe.
Gilded Column, right?
Yeah, it should be in the Gilded Columns.
Okay, I had that down as like a shopping district, so I'm
It
just
is.
making sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, I have a work call.
Oh, yeah.
I got a quick work call.
Life and peds in the D&D.
Career stuff.
Mr. Manager.
Man, someone's got to be responsible, and it's not going to be me.
And not it.
Not it.
Alright.
Notes. Note taking. I'm done. Okay. So, you were saying it's going to be which day? How many days from now? The concert.
So, 1, 2. It'll be on the third night.
Third night. Okay.
Do we
Alright.
want to take care of our most pressing matter first, then, and hope for the best after we sleep?
Our most pressing matter is getting a decent room that isn't destroyed.
What
Okay,
is
well-
the
Here,
most
here.
pressing matter that you're referring to? Oh,
We have a promise
Yes.
to keep
Right.
to Mr. Bones.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Get that.
I mean, we can only do so many things that are moral. We might as well make sure they actually get done.
You good?
Correct.
Yeah,
There you go.
it was a missed call from work, but it just went back to the corporate number, so I don't know who called.
You can
Maybe
answer
they'll
it again
leave
if
you
you...
a
Yeah.
5-minute voicemail.
Just put them on speaker.
Did I call again? Yeah. That's odd.
Yeah, your company will love that.
Losing your job.
Anyway,
Company secret. So are we all gonna stay at the Stoutman, the Golden Stoutman this time, or do we want to go back to what we know, the Tinkling Tinker?
No, let's stay at the good place.
Morgan,
Yes, darling.
what sorts of, what are you going to need from me while we're here? I know you have some moving, some
It's the most pressing.
some things in play, and you needed me to be here, and I'm just making sure that I know my
You just
just
perform.
at the just at concert?
performing the concert.
Okay.
Everything else is lined up perfectly. You've already done more than your fair share.
Okay.
Such malice. I do have one concern I would like to bring up during this conversation. As I mentioned previously, Duke LaCroix was able to speak to me in my mind yesterday prior to the attack.
You know I can do that.
She seemed to have knowledge of my whereabouts and recent events. However, more troubling, she seemed to have knowledge of things that I experienced while I was dead. I do not know how.
Have I heard of magic like that before at all? Or...
Go ahead and roll Arcana.
Can I help him with that?
Yes, if you were proficient in
I am
Arcana.
proficient.
Bumped it to a 17 on the dice. Plus my 8.
Okay.
For...
So scrying allows for remote viewing, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It does, it has its limits, but there are also powerful magic items that can enhance scrying. What else about that story were you inquiring?
Just like being able to scry on somebody that's dead in
on the
purgatory.
Yeah.
Do I know, like, if purgatory is almost another plane?
Wouldn't call it purgatory.
Well,
But yeah, what essentially passes from purgatory. Yeah, when you scry, you retain your senses. So if you got true sight, you got true sight. If you can see into the other planes, you can see into the other planes.
No.
Scry on someone, even if they're dead, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What all do we know about Dupla besides that it comes from Thadia, right?
Solitude.
It comes from the city of Solitude in the Republic of Dalmaria.
Which is on the other side of Thadia on that
It's on
little
the-
island somewhere north
It's on the
of this
western part of the northern continent.
It's what used to be a Thadia. It's now 3 different countries.
Yep.
So,
Dalmaria, Athadia, Eastern Free States.
map. Yeah, no, Thadia still exists. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not
Right.
crazy.
Right. It just...
it's
What is Dalmaria used to also be a Thadia.
Okay, so
History's
like
fun.
the USSR is now
More-
different
more-
countries.
Similar, more like Europe, but yeah.
I only bring this up because I worry of being a liability if she is able to somehow track me or...
And it could be she was using scrying, and with the arresting light becoming thinner, it allowed her to scry on you when you were dead.
That is disconcerting.
Yeah.
This being such as precaution, I have reattuned myself to my ring of mind shielding. However, I do not know how much of a help that will actually be.
She might still be able to see you, she just won't be able to talk to you.
I do
Better
not
than
know if
nothing.
that might be worse. At least when she talks to me, I know that she can do it.
Yeah, but her being able to influence your thoughts is probably more important.
I suppose that is true.
Were you wearing that ring when she messed with your mind in Cragman too?
I would assume so.
Well, then we can't assume that it will actually protect you at all.
That's
Can we?
exactly what I'm saying. So, well, at least she won't be able to talk to me and distract me.
But that was in person, correct?
Right, this is at a distance.
Yeah, she might have had you take it off and then modified it, who knows?
Morgan pipes up. She's like, it'll definitely block messages and sending and all that, but it doesn't really do. I don't believe it will help you with mind control. Aww.
That is unfortunate.
Well, I mean,
I
here's
just...
the thing: if you're wearing it, then I can't message you with message or sending, and also, I don't know if you can hear the horn of alarm or not.
Can choose what he can hear.
Okay.
I can choose to allow you through.
No.
So long as that doesn't.
Dupla, no. Check, no.
Yeah, it's like a firewall, and you're just like clicking the
Dupla,
ports
no.
and
Mrs.
stuff.
Kilgas, no.
I simply warn you, I do not wish to be a liability, and it seems that she was aware of my location, my presence. She must know that we are back in Fort Mountainhall.
That means she's stronger than the 3 of us, so it just is what it is.
Going to be screwed no matter what. So.
Perhaps
So-
the vampires will get us before.
What did she say to you?
There's a cheery thought.
She let me think. She was asking me about a deal that she implied that we made prior to my memory being tampered with.
That you don't remember?
Indeed. She seemed to imply that I consented to having my memories wiped to become a sleeper agent. It is not unheard of course. I spoke to Civilius of this. I do not know if I ever had an option to mention it or a chance to mention it, but previously, when the Gaius was removed, the Gaius had told me to kill Civilius. Had he ever regained the Sword of the Vizier? Dupla implied that this would spell subjugation for my own people, Although, seeing as single-minded as I am, that would be an easy pressure point to use as leverage against me, to manipulate me, so I do not know if she's speaking the truth.
Let's hope not.
She thought that Sevilius reclaiming his ancestral blade was going to lead to subjugation of your people.
She spoke of an infernal pact. I will slowly look over at Seville.
I have no pacts, nothing of the kind. Definitely not infernal. So.
You definitely had one.
I did.
Right.
Yeah.
I do not wish to throw stones in a glass house.
And make sure Albert's
Well-
doing okay with all of this, because we did tell him about it, but it's
He's
like,
just eating his eggs.
Maybe you've got one and you don't remember.
we checked for memory modifications on all of us after you
Yeah.
and Justice were
Had
found.
the issue, we cleaned everyone.
Yeah.
Where did we do that?
We're at Mountainhall, right here.
Yeah. Right after
There
we
was
got-
some of
Didn't
you
we not
guys-
get through to that? We
Yeah.
only got Justice and me. You guys
Yes,
didn't
but
get
there was a
those.
medicine check done to make sure that the two of us didn't have any modified memory.
There was a medicine check, but there was no greater restoration, yes.
Right.
True.
I simply wish to bring this to everyone's attention. I realize the harm and risk that my previously held secrets had on the group.
Mhm.
That's a way to put that. Well,
I do not know if there was anything to do with this information.
Probably not at this time. I'm sure it'll come up as useful later.
At least you have no infernal pacts to speak of?
Not that I know of, unless I've got one hidden away, gayest or something, but
We blood zone of
I'm
truth.
willing to... I don't think that would break through.
We-
I'm willing to get a greater restoration done if we want to spend the money.
you can do that now, right?
Once a day? Twice a day? Twice a
Oh.
day.
Perfect.
Well, one thing that I am concerned about is you're still quite exhausted. So if we're going to be doing anything intense, that's a concern. I think that's the bigger liability here right now than whatever Dupla presents, because, I mean, we can't really do a whole lot about Dupla. We can do something about you.
I did feel like I was performing suboptimally when those creatures attacked.
It's quite a lot coming back.
Indeed.
So I told him to see me before we go to sleep. Well, I sleep. You guys roam. And we'll do that until everyone has had their turn.
Yes, we did not get... Well, you did not get your 8 hours last night, so I did not wish to impose myself upon you.
I need my beauty sleep more than anybody.
So, with that being said, we have a couple of days. Do we wish to, as you had mentioned, take care of Mr. Bones?
We should.
Yep, that should probably be the first thing we do. Might as well do something good. But we're gonna have to probably talk to the king while we're here to get there. So just be prepared for that. They're looking for Sevilla, so they were the last time we were in town.
Why
I mean, everyone's looking for civilians.
why would we have to talk to the king?
We have to go through the Warrens to get to the Umbral door, to get to the magma. I
That's
almost said
magma.
lava. It was a
That's
bad day.
everything she just said is correct.
I mean,
So-
just because we have to go through the Warrens doesn't mean we need to go see the king.
Yes, but anywhere on the way down or the way up, there is an exponentially high chance that just grows. The more of us go, the more noise we make, the more shit rolls
We'll be
we
fine.
have.
He probably just wants my autograph.
You keep
Um,
saying this, and you are in a wonderful world of delusion.
Mm-hmm.
There is no way. I will bet you something. That there is no way we are going to get from here
Oh,
To
you should
the
better a
magma
healing potion.
and back.
Perhaps we can disguise Sevilius if we travel...
I think even if we're disguised, there's no way we don't end up in front of the king.
We'll be fine. I'm not worried about it.
This is your choice to take advantage of my goodwill.
And what would that goodwill be?
I'm
sorry.
confused. Wait,
I-
what?
The whole
Take
idea of a
advantage
bet.
of what?
Because if we can all get
Oh, the
down there
bet.
and we can get back, you guys would get something from me. Because I bet we can't
Without
do it.
meeting the king.
Without
betting
meeting the king. Without meeting the king and without killing anyone. It's
I'm
a
not
tall
go-
order for this group.
I'm not going to make that bet.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
that's
cannot
not a good
remember
bet.
a day that has
It's
gone
two
by
of
that.
them.
You know what? Just for fun. How about if you're wrong, if we not you're wrong because it's not the anyway.
No, I got it.
If we do end up getting through without meeting the king,
Uh-huh.
we go out for drinks all fancy like girls' night.
Christ almighty. What would be what you want? It's the Flamingo or elsewhere?
I don't know yet.
I'll put a cherry on the cake if we manage to get all the way down, all the way back. You get to dress me, and you get to pick where we go.
Maybe we'll make it a double date, but we can deal with that later. Okay. That will be a fun bet.
So, not meeting the king. Got it.
I believe.
Not, not
So
the killing qualifier. That's unrealistic.
I'm gonna take this a higher level and be like, we're gonna try to bypass like plot points, like as part of that. But I'm gonna say, if this is a bet and I'm not partaking in said bet because, well, that is not my way. You cannot sabotage it intentionally. You know, waving your hands.
Oh no,
around.
I don't want to meet the king.
I would like to meet the king.
This is a whole idea to keep
I'm the king.
braggadocious.
I mean, I wouldn't mind meeting the king.
Braggadocious,
perhaps.
just a little less.
Perhaps we should disguise civilians then.
Incentive.
Yes.
That is also an absolutely anything you want to do to not meet the king. 100%. I am on board to help.
Okay.
Worst case scenario. If
So
we
the king of the Warrens enters.
Yeah.
I have a mission for you. Sending the gloam wings at
It
us.
is a gloam wing.
Oh, God.
What?
Is the king
Seriously.
dressed in all white with like really long, like
The king of the
rose-
Warrens? You have
Yeah.
no idea.
Does he have
We'll
black hair and
find
wear
out when we
sunglasses?
meet him.
You have a paramour down there.
I am confused. Paramore?
You have a love interest for what is her name?
Claire.
Claire.
Claire? Well, Claudia did seem sexually attracted to Claire.
It doesn't sound like Claudia was picky, but
Indeed. Perhaps I
Considering
should go as something less
She hit on
conspicuous.
she hit on Shelley too.
she did.
Hump it all.
Yep. Yes,
I was
she
the
did.
I believe
people
that
are beautiful regardless of their disfigurement.
I believe they were referred to as lovely lady lumps.
Singular.
But
There
if
was
we,
only one.
well,
I'm a lovely lady lump.
I'm
so
not back.
if we have to travel through the Warrens, I believe I should go as myself. I never traveled down there, I believe, or they did not recognize me. Claire would be too conspicuous, or I could go as somebody else.
You should go as yourself too.
They were
Talk
aware
about
of your presence
sabotage.
and were looking to have an audience with you. That would be quite conspicuous.
Okay. Morgan's like,
Anyway.
Morgan just says, "Oh, how about you take your little 5 a.m. power meeting session either in the back room or the hell off my boat, shall we?"
So we'll
Move the
stay
plot
in the
along.
Golden Stoutman if you want to find us. I'm sure you can find us. You know,
I am all present.
We step off the boat and there's a vampire dupla.
Just a column of vampires.
What door do we take to
Arr.
disembark? Is it the hole in my room or the hole in Selena's room?
Can push you out of that hole.
Should we go out the hole and find
No, if there's a whole ladder or a gangplank, is
It's
there
literally
up here?
docked.
Yeah, we're just gonna walk off it like
It's
a
a
normal.
joke.
I know, I'm
He's
giving her
poking holes.
No more jokes allowed. You guys have met your quota.
You've had your fun.
Yeah.
All right.
No more.
We silently walk to the inn.
Dutifully.
Hey,
Stop.
Glitch. I just pull Glitch aside real quick.
What?
And I just say,
oh, hello.
I just say, hi, Matt. I mean, Glitch. Don't answer this now, but just think about it. But just after that conversation we had, I started to wonder. You said you don't want to lose me. When I get back, just why?
Okay.
Okay. Like you care about me, you don't want to lose me. The why? Okay. All right. Well, stay safe. Keep Alric safe, please.
Is Alric staying on the boat, or is he coming to the Golden Stoutman with us?
I'm staying on the ship.
Okay.
Much safer on the ship.
It's just they're just
There
waiting
be
for him to
vampires.
This is gonna be like the intro to Blade.
All right. As you guys descend off of the airship and make your way down from Stormcatch into the Titan's Junction, you arrive at the Titan Gate. Standing in front of the Titan Gate, you can see, of course, the Warforged, the Clutch, and the golden melted statue that forms Clutch Auroras. Yes. The different Warforged inhabiting it. You can see that Dominus Orion is already tending, and he's having some kind of little squad meeting in a 3x3. So there's about 9 Warforged guards, and he seems to be having like a squad meeting in front of Clutch Auroras. He's just talking to them, peers over, and he goes, "Yeah." He looks over at you guys and goes, and he resumes talking to the squad. As you guys approach Titan Gate, a figure darts in front of you. It is Naz, the Mistress of the Mist.
Naz!
Hello.
And it's good to see you, Naz.
Very nice to see you as well. This, Selena. I am waiting here to give you a report.
I'm so sorry, Naz.
No, that's okay. It just took me a really long time to make.
I really appreciate it. Is there anything I can do for you in return?
No.
Okay, well, keep that in mind. If you think of anything.
She pushes her red hair out of the way. Where are you guys going? Into the city?
The
Yes.
Golden Stoutman, I believe.
Okay. I'm not ready to go back yet. Can I come with you?
I was about to ask you if you wanted to.
Good.
Sounds good. Anything in particular you want to see or do?
No.
Okay. How often do you get out of that tower?
Doesn't smile. Not often. It's very unusual for the Mistress of the Mist to venture out of the tower, but I didn't want another report to get burned up.
I appreciate it.
The last one was quite a blast.
Naz, this will sound like a random question. Do you sleep?
Yes.
Okay. I was going to say, if not, I usually keep my friends awake.
She doesn't watch. Watches don't exist. It's in the morning. Why are you planning on sleeping? That's unusual. Have you become nocturnal?
No, I'm saying that if we were all staying together in the same inn, oftentimes we will share rooms. I'm offering you the use of mine.
Oh.
I do not sleep, so I have no use for a bed.
Do you make a lot of noise at night?
No, I'm quite quiet.
Unless he's playing a violin.
You emit no foul odors. Are you tidy
I
and organized?
learned that in the military, yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
It's a real name. We're pen pals.
What brings you all to Fort Mountainhall? And you guys are now, I suppose,
Yeah,
going to
walking.
the Titan Gate.
Yeah.
This is on the lift down and everything.
Gilly has a concert with Morgan. You should join us then. You're staying for a couple of days.
No. Are you doing anything interesting while you're in Fort Mountainhall?
We're gonna go see if we can find the magma. Have you ever seen magma before?
Not directly.
I hear it's hot.
Yes, that's a property of magma.
Yeah.
We are going to attempt to do a good deed and free a trapped soul, but we must find our way very deep into the mountain.
I was just gonna tell her it was a sightseeing tour, but yep, that too.
I have no reason to withhold information from my friend Naz.
Oh, from your friend Naz, okay.
We are friends.
So your plan is to push past the Umbral Door and venture into the volcanoes beneath?
Yep, it's a stupid plan. Here we are. Welcome to our party.
Sounds deeply stupid.
You also
You want to come?
It is
No.
interesting. You asked if we had anything interesting planned. That is, from my perspective, the most interesting
It's not
thing.
boring.
It is very interesting.
Otherwise, we can take you to the Flamingo. It's probably another place you've never been.
I don't think there are any flamingos in Fort Mountainhall.
Oh, there is.
Oh! There are so many things to learn,
It's
Ness.
the biggest, beautiful flamingo you've ever seen.
They are speaking of a bar. It is called the Pink Flamingo.
It's a bathhouse.
It's
It is
also
quite
a bar.
uncomfortable.
He's
Yep.
not
Mhm.
wrong.
I guess, yeah. There's a bar in it.
No thanks.
Otherwise, all we've got is vampires here since we're putting all our cards on the table.
There are vampires here.
Yep,
A lot of
good luck, have
vampires.
fun.
I believe I wrote of them in my letter to you.
I'm remembering something about it now. I don't think I'll be here more than a day. I'm just recuperating before. I couldn't get an immediate turnaround on my service, my teleportation service, so I have to wait.
Yeah, well,
Hang around with us for a bit then.
Is there anything
Always
specific that you would like to see while you are in Fort Mountainhall?
That's an excellent question.
I did. It's fine.
No.
Then we will, as the people say, go with the flow of magma.
I
Are
won't
you
be
hungry?
going.
Are you hungry?
I don't eat much.
Well,
I love Nez.
There's no reason to try to placate or accommodate me. I'm perfectly comfortable how I am. I can see it myself. I appreciate that this is an act of concern.
what are we going to do then?
Perhaps
We
first
should go
things
get a
first,
room.
we should secure lodging.
Yes.
I could
Okay,
send you
then.
into other people's dreams.
Oh,
No.
that's
No, not for
Oh
entertainment.
my gosh. That went to an 11.
I'm trying to think of cool things I can do for now that
We're
you
like,
might not
do
have
you
ever
love
seen
me
before.
yet? I can...
Volcano was enough, and then like, ugh, get into somebody's dreams.
Yeah, I was like, we're
I
going to
mean,
do something
I'm
good.
gonna be sleeping. It's an interesting place in my head.
What has been happening this last half hour? I don't. What is this?
Matt is
Okay,
dying
anyway.
inside.
Naz kind of just she moved they or she uses either pronoun. She moves up next to you. She's like, your friends are doing that thing that I hate, where everyone tries to focus a lot of attention on me all at once. Did
Yes,
you tell them to stop?
I'm sure
Right.
we all overheard it.
I'll say, Prism, if we could all direct slightly less attention towards Naz, it would make her feel much more comfortable.
Perfect.
How far are we from the inn?
You get there whenever you guys wish.
Perfect. What was it? 3 gold a night.
1,500 gold per person per night.
I got this!
This is the better end.
Yeah.
So
Is it actually that?
No, God.
Oh, God, no.
That was the demon end. I was making a joke.
when
3 gold per person.
when we get there, though, Naz, would you have any interest or be willing to look over to go over this document with me? You took a lot of time and care to get it here.
Yes. At the appropriate, I didn't want to give you a briefing on sensitive material in the middle of everything. At the
Yeah.
appropriate interval, I'll give you some more information about the report and explain it to you, as I can sense you have lost some of your mind.
That is a very interesting thing to say. Okay, so let's go.
So I'm gonna tap Justice on the shoulder and have him follow me to wherever my room is. Anyone can follow. You guys can all follow. But like, it's specifically like, come on, let's get this spell done so that I can go sleep.
Wait, where are we now?
Be squishy.
We're at the end.
Again.
Oh, Jesus.
The golden stallion.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I
We fast
will...
forward quite a bit.
Yeah, we talked about
Let's, we should do the
No, that's
travel there
fine.
in real
That's
time.
fine. That's
Yeah.
fine.
it. It was...
I just didn't catch that.
Yeah, he said, yeah. So I will follow her to the room.
How much are we paying for the room?
3
2,
gold.
3
3
gold a
gold.
night.
3
Per
gold
person.
a night.
Per person.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I also misunderstood.
D&D Beyond. I'm taking
Your
notes.
mistakes are all accounted for and forever on the
Forever.
internet.
You know
Correct.
what? In 30 years, our children are going to be watching this and they're going to be like, how could you have forgotten
Math is hard.
that
words are
inspiration
hard.
dice?
Okay, then I would. Okay, so once I have us in the same place and not in front of anyone else, and I've looked out whatever windows, doors, or other things looking for traps in rooms, because it's been a long day.
Yes.
I will give you the option. I can help get rid of no, I think I can't help you with any curses. All I can do is get rid of a point of exhaustion. So that's what you get.
That would be quite useful.
Okay. Off we go. I have given you a greater restoration.
Washes over him. He's fine. There's no knots or anything.
Look at that.
Thank you very much. I now can... Well, I'm still not at my full strength, but at least I
Well, you'll
do not
rest
feel as
and
clumsy.
get rid of another, and we'll go from there.
Wonderful. Much appreciated, Selena.
You see Naz kind of shaking her foot. She's like, "Is this done?"
Indeed.
Okay. She's just
And
tagging along with Justice.
So, in my room, if we want to, I'll put up the hut and we can have a chat about this report whenever we're ready.
I will curl up in a corner with my cloak around my ears and go to sleep.
Okay. So, you are in your room, and are we bunking?
If there's
What
a
are we doing?
hut, I will be in the hut, even if you're talking.
All right.
I'll just sleep through it. It'll be fine.
The report was on... Get my things crossed. Naz, you asked for her information on...
On Fonzia,
Yes.
and specifically her
Yes.
history and all that.
Yep.
Trying to get into the meat of all that.
Who
Stop.
created Fonzie Moria?
So, I used my extensive knowledge as Mistress of the Mist in my research network that I am that is available to me in order to ascertain details about Fonzia Moira. I also used several mystical abilities to peer into the mists and be in the world beyond to sense the true nature of this so-called creature. She is a phantasm. She never existed and is a false identity created for some other purposes. They did this through extensive reworkings and measurements and power, and some of the most advanced modifying magic I have seen. Also, some extensive illusion and reality-altering magic. Beyond that, I would say that for whatever reason this was performed, looks to be to serve some of the greater houses. That is the extensive nature of my report. Also, will cover some of the finer details about charm magic and modifying memories and memory palaces, dreams.
That's it. Very impressive.
Speak of a memory palace.
Mm-hmm. A memory palace, yes. It's a mystical construct that you can pass between. In this world, unlike the stories, the more mundane stories of old, in this world, the one that we live in now, each of us all has a home, a place where our thoughts, memories, identities, and our livelihood exists. It's a memory palace.
This will be, well, a surprise I had not yet had a chance to tell you, as I recently died.
Oh. But you got better.
I was brought back thanks to the rest of my friends here. That being said, while I was dead, I believe I witnessed what you have just described as a memory palace. It was a seemingly ethereal building with rooms representing my thoughts and memories.
Mm-hmm. The journals of more macabre practices and more morbid doctors and priests tell time and time again this kind of experience. It's where the theory comes from. It is uncertain, where these things come about or what it all means, but it is known to be true. It is interesting that Warforged has such a memory palace. I'm not sure there is a recounting of such a thing. Warforged are inaccessible from the dreamscape, as it were. So it's interesting that you have a memory palace at all.
When I was there, I was told that it was created to protect me.
Yes, a creature without a memory palace isn't anything at all. They're nothing. You can't exist. That's the theory.
Then perhaps
Shatter someone's memory palace. They're no longer them.
it would make sense that all Warforged then could have access to a memory palace, if that is the prevailing theory.
The magics that were used to create Warforged are unique, powerful, earth-shattering. If any of you have ever conjured or created an animated object, although it may seem to have advanced intelligence, you would find no memory palace. So it was believed, it was questioned for some time whether or not Warforged were just very advanced animated objects.
Perhaps my experience could help dispel some of those beliefs.
Yeah, I would like to write those down if that's okay.
That is perfectly fine.
Good.
From my sleeping pile, a soul is a soul no matter what form it takes.
Naz?
Mm.
This report that you've put together,
Yes.
this is like hold up in court level report, right?
Yes, it is.
And is this something that you're willing to submit should that need arise?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure that whatever resources that you put into it, you're comfortable with making public.
I appreciate the question. I'm more than comfortable with it.
Okay. Because, yeah, I have a feeling that's going to happen.
Sure.
This is extremely helpful. I'm very, very appreciative. Well, weren't you going to try to, remove curse on justice just in case?
Yes, I have an extended rest.
Once I have an extended rest.
Right. So we can do that after Selena gets her sleep.
Yes, it seems although it is early morning, you said, right?
Yep. About 7:30, I'd say now.
So 8 hours after 7:30 would be...
Right. Well,
After
I mean, I don't think we're going to be
3 o'clock.
doing anything extensive before we do.
Exactly,
a
I'm
long
saying.
rest,
I'm just
so.
trying to think of when, so I guess if people are taking long rests, we all could.
I mean, I only have 4 hours. So.
Exactly. Is that how exhaustion works? If I took an extended rest, would I lose?
Yep, 1 point.
I believe...
Oh, you lose a point of exhaustion from our greater restoration. Did we cover
Precisely.
that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So I will glance to the pile sleeping in the corner, and I'll say, well, I do find myself more exhausted after our experience. I believe I will also rest. So, and if there's a hut here, right? We're in a hut. I look around it, and I'll kind of glance to Naz.
I was hoping we could have our conversation in private.
You
And
can leave
I'll-
and come back. It's fine.
I'll nod to the group. If there is nothing else, walk in. No, what the? Yes.
If you would just wait a moment. She casts her own hut.
Excellent.
I wish for us not to be disturbed or observed.
I'll sit in the lotus position.
So, how are you?
I'm doing well, all things considered. It has been an eventful several days. I have not been able to send you a situation report.
Oh, that's okay. I never wrote you back. I was very busy, not only with the report, but with some other activities going on in the Glide, so I didn't quite get a chance. I'm also not very good at writing personal letters. Never did it before, so I waited.
That is perfectly fine. I have never also written personal letters. I believe mine were probably more factually based than most other pen pals would be.
Made them a lot easier to read. Mm-hmm. There were no embellishments or attempts at persuasion. It was nice.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You said that you were busy attending to other matters. Something of interest.
This his statement may seem hostile or accusatory, but I don't mean it this way. The opening of the Elder Hag of Howlglenlock and her assassination, which you personally executed, you and your friends, left an opening. It would appear that without her protection over those regions, a tribe of Goliath have moved in and began terroristic operations in Bridgeton.
Is this the Son of Storms?
Yes. Several prisoners have been freed. Guards were stabbed. A member of the Landic house was killed in the prison. So, I've had my hands full peering into the mists, coordinating logistics.
I will be honest when I say I have mixed feelings about hearing that.
It's a bit difficult. Colin Lanig's funeral was quite the ordeal.
Is Colin the one?
Yeah.
I was gonna murder him.
Well, now you don't have
No,
to.
I don't have to.
Basically did.
Just pull out my little list. Like having learned nothing. I'm kidding.
So,
That is
it's
unfortunate.
been an ordeal. But the houses of Bridgeton believe that at least the Son of Storm is closer. He is finally engaging with Bridgeton, which means he can be confronted and defeated.
Are they rallying a force?
Oh, of course. The Lanagears are guards, and each house has its own personal house guards. And mystical abilities. We have a council.
Understood.
There's also the novitiates of the Tranquil Chamber and the practitioners there. Yep.
Did we, out of character, because we were assaulted coming in, that's right. Then we had to make our way, so she would know all about that. Got it.
I can't remember if you guys told Naz, but...
Right. It was like pretty, yeah.
Oh,
pretty
right,
big
yeah,
deal.
she would know because it was publicized.
Yeah, it was a pretty big deal.
I just meant, I don't know if she knows about the mushroom forest and the crabs.
Yeah. Let me tell you a story.
What about the druid we missed?
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
talk about not seeing things in place.
Undead
Like,
Tyrannosaurus.
all I had to do was like roll a 10, and I would have been able to see like the guy. Here's a tree. Hi. I'm a druid.
That's
That's
really
D&D.
So was there something else that you wanted to tell me? Or did you just wish to...
It's a very big world and you're my only friend, so...
Oh, appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
I will recount you with some of our recent excursions. You can treat it as somewhat of a situation report. It will be without embellishment.
She goes, she's like, I would have just sent a report by carrier again, but I took the opportunity to leave the squabblings of the councils and see you. And she gives you like a little punch.
I'll, clearly I'm like, I would say I would be up for a sparring session, but I believe that even at full strength, I am not much of a match for you.
You look much more dangerous now, I can tell. You have this kind of darkened shadow about you.
I have been growing in my abilities.
Good. I don't know if I ever let it slip, but you actually got the better of me there for a moment in our first spar. I was worried. I think it had been a while since I had been challenged, so I was a little off my game.
That is the funny thing about fighting. Sometimes even the most skilled opponent can, what is the term, have an off moment. I believe that you were in no danger during that fight. In fact, at one moment I forgot that it was a sparring match and had considered quaffing a potion to extend my potence. I thought better of it. That would not be sporting.
Well, at least there were no bards there to record the fight. And so that way your shame would have lived on forever.
Indeed. Well, later when the bards sing of me, I will be sure to give them an accounting that is factual and without embellishment.
So you died?
Yes, I was shot in the head with a high-powered projectile from far away.
How long did you die for?
I believe that I was dead for approximately 30 minutes. At least. No, more than that, because it takes an hour to cast the spell. I believe I was dead for approximately an hour and 30 minutes, at least.
Wow. Oh, wow. Let's go back. That's upsetting.
Indeed, it was perpetrated by somebody that I had wronged in the past.
Okay. Well, you should train harder. That way you don't die again.
That is an astute observation.
Okay.
I'm doing my best. I have learned a new trick, actually. A new ability. Channeling my ki. Would you like to see it?
Yes. It looks at you.
Is there like a dim area and all in here?
It's an underground city.
Yeah.
The whole place is dim light.
I will turn into like a wisp of shadow and I'll appear in a dim corner of the room.
Oh, that'll help.
Yes, indeed. But in order to use it, one must be aware that they are about to be shot in the head. I must become more perceptive.
You should. You should practice that.
I will do my best. I found, while I was in the monastery training, I did become better, but not at the rate at which I've experienced in the last few months. I feel as if the previous 15 years of my life I was simply like a water wheel spinning in place. But now, as I explore this world, I am unlocking these abilities that are trapped inside of myself.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I was a student for a number of years, and it wasn't until I took up the mantle. Of course, I was granted my power as the Mistress of the Mist, but it wasn't until I took up my mantle and took to tending to the mist that I learned anything at all. It's true. Experience is a great teacher, much more than being introspective or whatnot. But it's true.
I'm glad to see that I'm on the road to whatever greatness I can unlock.
The country is 1,734 miles in length. Of those miles, there's only so many places in this country that you could die or be threatened. So you could use your newfound ability to teleport to avoid those spots.
Indeed.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I have not yet had an opportunity to use it in combat, but I certainly will.
I have been alive for 135 years. And in this country that I have served for those 135 years, in the 1,700 miles that it has, I only have one friend. So if you die, I'll have 0.
Well, prior to meeting you, Warforged had a policy, a belief of not having friends because it was never known if one of those friends would not come back from a battle.
Mm-hmm.
I have what I consider allies, comrades, enemies, neutral parties. I believe you were the first that I called my friend. My 3 compatriots are the only other 3 that I have. I believe humans call ones that are related by blood a family. I would call them my clutch.
The next time you die, can you, if you die again, can you have your friends tell me?
Absolutely I can.
Because there are ways I can help.
That is good to know, Naz.
I mean, I can't bring you back or anything, but there are ways I can help.
Well, as long as I'm wearing this ring, if I pass, I understand, and I make the ring visible,
Yeah.
that my soul would become trapped in it for as long as I wish. I could converse with whomever puts it on.
She grabs your hand. Okay.
But yes, I will leave word with my friends if I am to perish again in the future, which, of course, I do not plan to do, but gaining experience is dangerous. I will have them notify you.
Unfortunately so.
Now, as you said, you have lived for 135 years.
Yes.
Is there a limit?
Oh, I don't know. Well, limit how? You mean like old age?
Indeed. You do not seem to be struck by the infirmities of the flesh that many of the other living creatures are.
No. Mm-mm. No, the Mistress of the Mist doesn't age.
is this a mantle that you would keep indefinitely?
I'm not supposed to say.
I would not pressure you into revealing information that you cannot.
There's a whole process to selecting the new one and training the new one. And I don't have an apprentice.
My motivation in asking is that, of course, they do not know. The oldest of us is probably no more than 20 years old, but I've read the papers. They have hypothesized that Warforged will never die.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's the best hypothesis, because you're like a golem, and like a stone or an iron golem, much closer to like a stone, iron, or wood golem, and not like a flesh golem, because they can kind of. So yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. You should probably live for a long time.
Now, perhaps on a long enough timeline, if you continue to do what I do, eventually something might get lucky and kill me, but I would hate to make a friend and only have to watch them grow old and die.
I won't. Not for a while, anyway.
I wonder if there's some way that I can help my other friends. The elves are very long-lived, but what about Selena and Gilly? Though Gilly might...
You could always turn to necromancy, it's popular.
That was never my calling. But perhaps, if it comes to that. I do not think that they would enjoy that, though.
Are you going to meditate now and go dormant?
I believe it will be for the best. At least at that point I can move with the alacrity that I'm used to.
Okay, I'll read.
Then I will meditate.
Alrighty. As you guys collect yourselves in the gilded columns of Fort Mountainhall and the Golden Stoutman, I believe we're going to call it there for the night.
Woo-woo!
So I get a long rest.
Extended rest all
Oh,
around.
perfect.
Yeah!
Good.
No, I'm at one point of exhaustion now, fam.
Yeah, and then if you catch me tomorrow night, you'll have no points of exhaustion,
course.
provided I can give you that.
I only now have disadvantage on ability checks.
Only.
Only.
Very good.
That's fun. I'm so excited to have Naz back.
They're pretty great.
They are.
Alrighty, folks. Thank you all for who tuned in. If you enjoyed tonight's stream, follow, subscribe, share your friends. Go to our Twitter. You can either go to Dice Priority's Twitter, or you can go to mine. Definitely follow Dice Priority. Okay, follow Dice Priority. Let me organize my thoughts here. Follow Dice Priority, and go to Facebook or whatever social you like to use. Go to our Discord or you like to use, and follow us there too. But whenever we tweet out that we're going live and stuff, whether on Facebook, Instagram, or whatever it is, share it, retweet it, help us grow. That's about one of the best things you can do. If you enjoy our content, that is the best thing you can do for us right now. One of the best things. Yeah.
Let's see.
We're having some more stuff come out soon.
Yeah, we're gonna have some new content coming, here and there. It's a sci-fi little thing. Do you want to give them a tease?
Yeah, well, so soon, very soon, you will get to see me sit behind the table, and I will run something a little different than what you have seen on the stream before, and I'm very excited to share it with you.
Yeah, gonna be usual cast and crew plus what's his?
Two more.
Mr. Campbell's and Mr. Williams will be joining us.
There it is. It's gonna be fun.
Six players. It will be a hell of a good time.
Have a good time. So be on the lookout for that. Good way to know when that goes live is to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, or join the Discord, and we'll try to keep updates and stuff going on.
Yep, watch those announcements.
Yep.
For any of our cross-pollination crew, we will not have Divinity this week or next week on Friday, but maybe we'll pack it in somewhere.
Yeah, good old lizard.
Try to find
Yeah.
it.
I think it's going to become a hashtag.
Hashtag lizard.
Lizard-
It'll be
Lizard
a
life.
wedding hashtag so that we
Nice.
can collect all the
Mm.
pictures from people who post them on social media.
Perfect.
You are welcome for that name, for that moniker.
Glorious.
Pretty great. So yeah,
Yeah.
we will be back next week with the journey through Fort Mountainhall, and who knows what will take place.
Definitely vampires.
Perhaps.
No, there's no vampires in Fort Mountainhall.
If we're going to go straight for...
I mean, even if we don't
Warrens.
engage with them, there will definitely be vampires.
I mean, it's not magma, it's just vampires.
It's magma vampires.
Fire vampires.
I know.
Vampires.
I was going to say, we tend to run reruns in order to give you guys a chance to catch up and chat with others. And the Discord is going to be a great way for you guys to leave messages that others can respond to, and people can talk while the reruns play, and we can comment. And because Twitch's chat room is awesome, I love it, but it's not the best for certain events. Not the best for reruns. So let's kind of build our Discord and have a community there and be awesome. So I'll see you next week. Just me. They won't be here. After tonight's performance.
I'm gonna do things.
Bringing in a whole new crew like the Johnny Carson show.
Perfect.
See you next week in the wonderful world of Edda.
Bye. Good night.
Bye.
Every week I never have this prepped.